Welcome back, everybody, to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. How are you doing today? I don't know because you're just a camera. But I'm doing pretty good today. How are you guys doing today?
It's nighttime.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah.
I made these things called latkes. I think that's how you
Vodka.
say it. Yeah.
Dude, those are so good.
It was. Turned
Tim
out
made
really
some
well.
bomb food, and it was awesome.
It's like turkey stuffing, but pancakes.
And no turkey.
Yeah.
So, welcome all to those who are never watched this before. I don't know why you're watching this episode, but cool. If you just want to check out Ghosts of Saltmarsh in the middle of the campaign, that's great. Today we have a really interesting, by interesting I mean really good mic setup today, because we actually have a mic on pretty much everyone.
So we should sound beautiful.
So, welcome all to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So last we left off, you guys were in Saltmarsh after just capturing a bunch of pirates. Made your way back, and there was some inter-party disagreements going on, and
A lot of it.
a lot of it.
That was the
A
whole
lot
last
of
episode.
crazy shit was going down between. Some people didn't agree with the whole capturing a bunch of pirates thing, and some people just wanted to do their job. Either way, there was a lot of communication going around between what should be going on with the ship, and
Ships now? We have
yeah,
two.
ships. Most of the pirates actually escaped due to a breakout as schemed by one of the pirate captains in Vara, who didn't necessarily agree with what was going on with the entirety of the whole pirate stuff happening. There was a talk amongst the crew and everything like that, and some people got promoted, some people got demoted, some people got moved around, and Vara ended up not being in a part of the party anymore. Instead, finding her own life in Saltmarsh, as she discovered that there was life was not for her.
There was too much she didn't know.
Saltmarsh is tough for some people,
Another
apparently.
one bites the dust.
Yeah.
And another one
Yeah.
gone. And another
People
one
just can't
gone.
handle it.
Oh, did you notice?
For children and for people that don't want to kill people.
Yeah.
We also left off last game with some weird stuff going on between a character and an NPC and a love story, and I was calling it a love triangle, but Tim decided, nah,
No, she's crazy.
she's crazy apparently.
My only love is the sea.
Nice,
All right.
there you go. And Cyrus, you have successfully rolled a natural 20 persuasion check on this this poor girl who does seem to have a bit of a romantic response to you.
We cut to the next morning.
No, we don't,
God damn it. Okay.
because it doesn't go the way you think it
That would have
does.
been interesting. But, alright.
When you do tell her that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you should go talk to Hemo again and all that kind of stuff, she says, I think, what did she say? Like, would you stay with me tonight or something
Yeah.
like that? She just casually, almost platonically means, I'm making dinner, would you talk to me for the rest of the night? Because that's how the rest of the night goes. As she cooks dinner, which isn't very good, and continues to tell you everything that's wrong in her life. She talks to you about her business and why she left her family and why she's doing what she's doing, and she didn't really know who she actually loves and what she's doing with herself, and she doesn't know where to go next. Do you offer her any advice on what she should do with her life? Because she doesn't know who to trust, because she feels like people don't respect her. They think she's just some leather worker who just does whatever she needs to do. But she's a strong woman. She wants to carve her path in life.
Well, I feel as long as you have respect for yourself and just don't talk that much ever again to anybody. That was a lot.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, okay, all right.
All you need to value is yourself. You don't need anyone else to do that for you, because they're not gonna.
You're right. Thank you, Cyrus.
I'm very tired and a little bit drunk.
Do you want another drink?
I would love one.
All right, take one for the road. She gives you an ale.
Okay.
She's like, you can just keep the thing. Thank you again. She gives you a hug. And
I try not to spill the
you're
ale.
like,
Yeah.
and you take your leave.
Mhm.
The next morning comes. You guys spend the night doing whatever, and
Cleaning.
cleaning and whatnot. And As you guys can notice, Tyler's not here today.
Whoa.
Where is he? I have no idea.
I swear he was there a second ago.
I know.
Sometimes he just blends in with that wall.
Emo, you wake up, and when you wake up, you're in captain's quarters. Make your way over, and you kind of stumble over towards the desk. And when you make your way over to the desk, your hand crinkles under a piece of paper. You look down, and you notice that there's a brand new note which lies on your desk.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, it's a fancy note.
Do we have
Did you actually melt wax for that?
I did not make that.
Oh, that's right. It came. Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't want to like rip it.
It won't rip.
It won't rip.
I don't think.
Yeah,
it will.
it's supposed
Oh,
to be
okay.
built to. Yeah.
It's not real wax. Because
That's cool.
It's
on
not
it,
real
though.
wax.
Because Tyler is a dummy.
Oh, did Tyler?
made
Oh.
He used candle
Okay.
wax and not like
Yeah.
actual semen wax.
What an arduous task. You want to read it out loud, or?
Rosalie.
I'm on the other ship.
I know, I'm calling out. Rosalie. I go to my horn. Rosalie!
Does this wake me up?
Yes. You've been awake for an hour.
Oh, I'm scrubbing the deck. What?
Can you read this to the crew? No, actually, probably not to the crew, but can you just read it? We're gonna get the officers together. Thanks. I go find the rest of the officers.
All right. You find Carl and John.
That's right. Good friend Carl.
Yes, I believe so. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, I didn't write down the officers. So, John. And then I get Cyrus as well.
Okay. Yeah, Cyrus is here.
Yeah, I'll just show up at some point. What's been brought to our attention?
Someone put an envelope in my desk.
Well, it was
Is that not a common thing that happens?
Not
based
while
on
I'm
the
sleeping.
signature. I think it was Gina, but her handwriting is very you know, fancy.
Could you give us a sort of abridged version of all that fancy swirls?
She said she's leaving, or she's gone.
All right.
Will I join with you?
If you can't read it, I can read it.
I could also be the spirit of China for a moment and read it as if it's a.
Go for it.
If you would like.
Now, do you think she's gonna
Either
go?
that or that entire paper is full of writing, and that's why.
How much do I know about
It is
China?
a lot of writing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think I've been here for the bulk of her exposition. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. You know as much as you know.
Yeah. You two trust her enough to not run off back to where she came from?
No.
Might be a problem then.
Here, I'm gonna let you read
Summarize it.
it. I was speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can read, and then
Who reads this out
Well,
loud? then?
God damn it,
I will
Tyler.
read it out loud.
All right, so Rosalie reads it.
But Spencer can't read cursive
Okay.
very well when it's that big.
Ken Jacob?
To the officers and
Crew.
of the Sea, Ghost, and Damnation. By the time you're reading this, I will be gone, sailing aboard my own. God damn it, this text.
Do you want me to take a shot at it?
It's very small and very.
Yeah, go for it, Colton.
Alright.
Thanks for this, Tyler. Thanks for
Oh.
impossible to read text.
Oh God. Okay.
I mean,
By the time you are reading this, I will be long gone, sailing ahead. My own. Well, my. Oh, okay. He just didn't write the word "on" there. Sailing ahead on my own vessel. Do not worry. The only thing I took were some outdated.
some rotten ass rations.
Yeah, using my own money to fund the ship purchase. Okay. The reason why I joined up with you, Lot, was to hunt down answers as to who I am and why my memory was stolen away from me. Now that
Oh, actually, I have a better version of it right here. I can read it really
yeah.
easily.
that would be nice. Did you just take it
Just
and
go
then,
back
and then
down to where
change the
he's at.
font?
Nope. Don't worry about it. Okay, I will be long gone sailing aboard my own vessel. Do not worry. The only thing I took were some outdated charts using my own money to fund the ship purchase. The reason why I joined up with you lot was to hunt down answers to who I am and why my memory was taken away from me. Now that hunt has led me away from you, and I must follow it for myself. On top of that, leadership of these vessels by Hemo leaves much to be desired, leaving me to be overlooked, forgotten, and feeling used and honestly not valued, wanting to use me as bait for my apparent father while twice promoting someone above me, once with being pushed from bosun to cook upon the arrival of Cyrus, and then promoting a deckhand to first mate when we acquired the damnation. It was, in all honesty, too much. Rosalie, you are a mysterious person, and I wish I got to know you better. Good luck as captain. Cyrus, the ultimate taskmaker, great at what you do, but try to be less of an asshole. Hemo, you're one of the most passionate people I've met. Don't let it be your downfall. Learn to value those below you, not just the new, but your fellow officers and party. Treat them as people, as friends, otherwise you'll push even more of them away. Perhaps we will meet again one day under better circumstances. Fair winds, Chena, the flame of the sea. That's what it reads. And
Am I
Rosalie
an
finishes
asshole?
reading it.
No, and I take the paper and I rip it up, and then toss it out the window.
I don't want to destroy this.
It is very nice.
Didn't
Yeah.
know I came off as such.
Another officer left. Any of you all have anything to say about the letter?
Got a bit of self-reflecting to do, but as long as she's not a threat to us, I'm not going to worry about it.
She might be.
Then I'm going to worry about it.
Rosalie?
Let you know that my loyalty lies with you and nobody else.
Okay.
And I guess in that ranking, I can say the same.
I do value all of your input. I don't expect you to be blindly loyal, but I do expect you to be loyal.
John stands up, and he just looks like he wants to say something, and he just looks apprehensive.
Speak your mind, son.
I don't think I should be in this position.
I'm sorry, but what's his position?
First mate of the Sea Ghost. John, you know why I promoted you, right?
Sort of. Yeah, I think you appreciated my honesty.
Honesty and loyalty, and the willingness to speak your mind.
I feel as if I've backstabbed my officers.
The officers that have abandoned this ship.
After everything happened after I told you Vara is not part of the crew anymore, and then after you promoted me, Chena left. I've taken advantage of a position. I shouldn't have this.
You didn't even ask for the position.
I don't want it.
If you wish to step down, that's fine. I won't hold you to it.
If I can add a bit of input, my friend, what's your name, John? I'm sorry.
It's John.
A lot of people feel like they don't deserve what they have. And a lot of times that's true. What you have to do when you have something you don't think you deserve is you have to build yourself so that you believe that you become the person deserving of what you have. If you don't feel like you're up to the task, I'm first mate on a different ship, so don't have to listen to me.
I just don't want to push down others in order to make my way up. I understand that sometimes how it works.
It's also not your job.
I don't think I'm up to the task.
First mate?
I feel like I just did my job.
Do the others trust you?
I don't know. I feel like I'm one of them. I'm not above them.
That's the point.
I feel like any of us would have told you the truth.
That's the point.
There's also the matter of getting a few officers on our other vessel.
I think you did
So if
a nice
now's the
job.
time you
Yes.
feel, John, that you'd like to step down, we're accepting a couple other positions, I'd imagine, before heeding that letter. If not, then might start looking for new hires.
I did hire more skilled workers.
He's still standing and he says, I appreciate the opportunity. My fellow deck mates, they don't see it as clearly as you do. It just looks a lot different than it sounds. And I don't want to be above them. I'm sorry.
You're a good man, John. In my opinion, I feel like you deserve this job, but whatever you do with your life, don't waste it.
He just nods. And then he walks out.
Did I mention I'm hungover?
You look it and you smell it.
Yep, that's fair. You know, generally, my kind of lifestyle gets the stench just goes away with the scent of the sea, which is why I don't spend a lot of time in captain's quarters.
Question,
Is that why I'm an asshole?
Jacob. Are we still doing the intelligence rule for concerning? Okay, that is not the right number. Why does that say that? Okay, that's all I need to know. It's because you give me that headband of intellect. I was like, why does it say my intelligence
Did
is 19?
John leave?
I know it's not.
Yeah, he walked out.
Okay.
I need to get rid of that.
Well, to the remaining officers, I don't have authority. I'm just kind of instigating. What's your plan?
4.
The next few days, months.
We're gonna be heading out to an island.
To a what now?
An island. It's called Abbey Island.
Is it,
Seemed to be a little bit overrun, and we need to take it back.
by?
Ruby lighthouse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The hell are you talking about?
It's a ruby lighthouse.
Well, I there's a lot of rubies. I don't know if there's a whole ruby. Like, yeah, sorry. To get your hopes up.
Rubies. That's enough.
Well, I'm interested.
Rosa,
What,
we'll talk later.
what positions do we need? I'll see if I can scout out a couple people.
Did you hire?
Positions? I already hired.
So you're all set?
You're missing a first mate.
What's our crew looking like?
He hired people, skilled workers, to fill all of the
Remaining positions.
remaining positions. We're just looking for a first mate for him now.
You feel like someone on deck fits that?
For my ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Thok,
Oh, that
the hawk owl.
green little fella. What color is he?
Red.
Is he red? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And big, right?
Red.
Yeah,
He's
also
a little
bigger
chunky.
than you.
I'll go outside and then call for Thok.
Oh, okay. He comes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Come on inside.
All right. He steps in.
You're being promoted to first mate.
If you want it.
All right. Why?
Because I know you're loyal.
He kind of sits there and thinks for a second. You trust me?
Yep.
Nah,
All right then.
don't mean to interject. And I know you've had this crew for a while, but it's not from my perspective, but I feel like a lot of people would be a little uneasy.
With him?
Yeah.
He's been here from the beginning.
All right then. Never formally met. Cyrus Clementine.
He grabs your hand, shakes it very unceremoniously.
That was a little limp, but good to meet you, Thok. Is that short for something?
Short for what?
Like Thocomonius? I don't know.
No.
Just Thok?
Yes.
It's a weird ass name.
I work on the Sea Ghost as a promise for my life.
The hell?
I brought him back to life.
What's the history of this?
I was a smuggler. They were going to take me back to Saltmarsh as a criminal. I told them I would work for them and help them if I were to stay on their ship.
Is this
I
gonna
did.
happen a lot?
What?
Hostage situations where you negotiate or
And then I died.
Well, it's either that or we.
And then they brought me back to life. I feel as if I owe them that much.
who the hell did that?
The man at the church.
I have favors.
Most of the smugglers I ran with are all dead anyways. I have little choice.
Good gods above.
The hostage situation probably will be common because it's either that or we kill them, and I'd rather they still live.
All right. Well, they'll hopefully be more kept in check with a bit of clarity on the crew now. I'm not against it. We setting up provisions and stuff. We heading out soon.
I think we have provisions enough.
Taking both ships?
And what the hell
Yes.
are we doing in Saltmarsh?
Apparently, settling matters.
Such as?
Well, they're done now.
All right. That's what I'm saying.
Let's get going.
All right.
I need to talk with Rosalie real quick.
Rosalie, I'll let everyone know we're setting sail. I'll head over to the... What's the...
Congratulations. We'll let the
Damn.
crew know soon about your
What are my
promotion.
responsibilities?
Keep them in good spirits and make sure that everything's running tightly.
He nods, and then he walks out.
Maybe smile sometimes.
I never
I'll
smiled.
That's true.
go over to the damnation,
Okay.
and I'll shout, not like authoritatively, but just like, all hands on deck. I want everyone here.
Okay. They all come out.
The few
You
of
have a
you...
full crew on both ships,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
Paid for them. The few of you that know me, am I an asshole?
No, not at all. No, I don't think you're an asshole at all. In fact, I think you're the opposite of an asshole. You're great. Yeah, you're really, really
What
nice.
the hell is an opposite of an asshole? I don't want to know. All right, we're setting sail soon. Everyone do your jobs.
The old guy walks up next to you. I think you're an asshole.
Why is that?
You're always yelling at everyone.
Wait, are
That's
there
my
two
job.
old guys? Is there
No.
one on each ship?
No, this is the one on the sea
Oh,
ghost.
okay. All right.
Oh,
He
no,
walks
no,
over.
I went over to the damnation.
I thought you were yelling.
Oh, he walked to our boat to tell me I'm
I
an
thought you were
asshole?
on the sea ghost yelling to
No.
them.
No, he moved to the damnation.
Yeah, I went to the damnation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walked over.
Okay.
You're a total asshole. And the other guy's like, shut the fuck
He
up.
put some real effort into getting over there just to tell you
Yeah.
that.
Anyways, have a nice day. He walks back to the sea ghost.
Old people, they'll tell you what's up.
Is being an asshole doing your job?
It's a crisis for Cyrus.
Yeah.
Oil Cyrus was like, I thought I was a pretty nice dude.
Yeah. I thought I was a charmer. Fuck.
So, Rosalie,
Captain?
you don't have to call me captain. That's weird.
Co-captain. Co-captain.
I need to know if I should keep doing this.
Doing what?
Captaining.
Of course.
I only ever wanted to do it if we were all agreed that I was the captain. And it seems as though the original crew does not.
Their loyalty lies with other people, with themselves, not with the crew.
Alright.
Let's throw like an ice cream party or a pizza party to boost morale.
Actually, that's a great idea.
It really is.
How expensive
Are
is
there
ice
like
cream?
are there like baked goods like calzones in fantasy
If I
times?
could-
Or like pot pies or something that we can go
Yeah,
get?
Popeyes,
Yeah, but
totally.
you have to smuggle them in.
That's fine. I
They,
don't care.
they have like gourmet ye old hot
Yeah,
pockets.
no, yeah, sure. There's hot pies at a.
No
at
hot
a-
pockets.
Hot pockets.
Ye old hot.
You get a bunch of pepperoni hot pockets from the
Meat pie.
from
Happy
one-
line.
That's fair.
yeah, from the
Pizza's
from the
pizza's
line.
just like a meat pie, like a open meat pie.
No, these exist now.
Okay.
And you get them all for the crew. You have a fun hot pocket party.
Giving you a chance.
Alright.
And they're like, this is weird, but okay.
Work,
Oh,
man.
gross, that's nasty.
Fuck.
He already made that joke.
I did.
No,
I
you
did.
did last time.
You're a funny
Logan
man, aren't
wasn't
you?
here for the joke.
What the hell just... I thought I picked up a D20. And I dropped it in. It was a,
It came out as
it was a D100.
He didn't know it transformed you
At
dice
some
too.
point during the meat pie party,
Meat pie
No,
party.
hot pocket.
during the hot
Hot pocket party.
Oh my
Hot
God.
pocket party.
HPP.
Dude, there was a whole joke about that during the Grimm's game. Anyways,
Oh.
That's-
Oh, yeah. And everyone's just... Like, they set up the table and everything, and everyone's chowing down. You just hear... Yum.
I'll address the crew during this, and then like call Thok up and say he's the new first mate. And then on like a side note, I'll say if anyone ever has any issues with how I run the ship, you're welcome to express your values, and there will be no judgment.
Minute judgment.
There's gonna be like a whole mutiny now. I'm gonna have to deal with this. crap.
Everyone's gonna rise up.
Yeah,
And then he was gonna be all like,
yeah. I'm just gonna be like, this is too much. I'm just
Jump.
gonna
Guys,
have a
I
little sailboat.
didn't know Captain was hard.
I'm just gonna go with just me, Rosalie, and Cyrus, and that's it.
So you say this, and some of them are like, "Oh, okay." With Thok, they get along with him and they tolerate him, but he's quiet and kind of like the wallflower of the ship, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Okay,
Beefy-ass wallflower.
sure." They weird, and so some of them are really accepting of this on the Sea Ghost.
Who am I supposed to promote? Who will you be happy with?
Who are you talking to?
The crew.
Few of them speak up in the back.
Mhm.
4 or 5 of them, you're like, if you have any problems with anything, speak up. And these guys aren't really eating.
They'll just raise
They-
their hands. They're like,
They just kind of
us.
look over, and they say, what happened to the other 2 officers? And then somebody was like, yeah, we don't know what happened to them.
Vara's no longer with us because she doesn't agree with how we work. She doesn't agree with going after pirates.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like I out of game. I feel like I do know. I just can't
Okay,
remember all of the conversation we had.
A quick question: is this a collective, like both of our crews, or are they separate?
This is
on
the
the
Sea
ships?
Ghost.
Okay, cool.
I'm assuming like we're docked on like parallel
Either ends,
sides.
yeah, of course.
So
Mhm.
you could still like hear, but it'd just be quieter.
Your pizza party's bumping.
Fuck yeah.
When they say why not, I just be. Some people don't have the spirit for it.
We haven't seen Sheena all day. What happened to her?
Gina's also left. She left a note saying that she doesn't agree with how I run the ship.
Some of them just begin to murmur. You can kind of hear a few words kind of come out, just like leaving. Are we supposed to continue with this? Like, who else is going to go? And they're roll an insight. Just roll insight.
It's actually a really good time to roll it.
This is like what Insight was probably created for in all actuality.
And I got an 8.
Oh no.
The most you gather from them is that they seem paranoid.
Mhm.
And a few of them in the back just kind of standing there. So are we changing what we're doing?
No, not unless you wish to. All I can do is run the ship as best as I can to be a captain that you seem fit to serve.
A group of them kind of step forward. There's about 4 of these guys. I don't know. Pick 4 random names out of the crewmates.
Keith.
Pick one.
4 Keiths.
Radomir.
It's Radomir. And Radomir's friends.
Oh, yeah.
And just say,
So,
to be honest, Captain, it's just kind of disconcerting to see people leave like this. We don't really know what's going on.
Yes, it is.
And if you speak truth and then you say that they just don't agree with what we're doing, then, well, I guess they should leave then.
To give you more insight into this situation, China expressed that she didn't agree with others being promoted above her or getting demoted to be a cook when other more skilled people came aboard.
They all look at each other. Huh. Who's getting promoted and demoted?
When Cyrus came aboard our ship, you'll know Cyrus, right?
They all nod and agree.
Yeah, that asshole.
Him, over there.
He's like,
We have like neon lights.
he was a skilled bosun, and so I gave him the position, and it took away from China's position as bosun. Now John is stepping down because he doesn't feel fit for it.
yeah.
That's his right, and Thok is being promoted because he's been with me since the beginning.
She kind of smiles. Says, well, Captain, I for one agree with everything that you've done. All of us do.
I'm inciting this because it sounds
Roll insight.
sarcastic as heck.
I love you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
Yeah,
Knife in
I
the
got a nice ship
promise.
here. I'd hate for anything
Just like
to
dead
happen.
eyes.
13.
I feel
I'll be
comfortable
nice
not carrying a knife.
And just let you in on what's going on. It seems as if, especially this guy, Radomir,
Mhm.
has realized, you noticed that he has noticed that it is good to be on your good side. So he's almost completely shifted his behavior into, All right, I understand how things work around here. I agree with everything you're doing, and I can't wait to see more of it. And nobody agrees with what we're doing, then they shouldn't be on the ship. Thank you, Captain. All of us appreciate it. And then they all grab a Hot Pocket
Okay.
and begin eating.
And they go,
Some
ooh,
HP.
And then the middle's
Oh,
cold.
why is it so cold?
Everybody
here?
else is like, okay, I'm getting paid and I don't care. They just
why
fucking
the
do
fuck?
whatever.
He
But,
took
like,
a long time to say that. Like, dope
in the
ass
middle
Hot
of the
Pocket
pizza
night.
pot party,
Okay. On which ship?
Cyrus, you look over and somebody is crashing your pizza party.
The hell?
Yeah, you can tell that they don't fit in with the rest of the crew because they aren't human.
I'm walking behind people, picking up like bits of pizza.
Got
pocket,
it.
like,
Perfect.
tossing
You
them.
see a blue-skinned individual
Where
stepping
are they?
aboard the ship. Just right on the entrance.
I'm gonna stand up. Captain, I can deal with this if you don't want to.
What?
Got a
I
bit
have
of a...
bits of pizza pocket in my hand.
Enjoy.
One of your crew members has gone up to him and gave him a pizza pocket. Just like, oh, hey, man, here.
I'm going
And then
over
walks
to
off.
him, and I'm gonna palm my palm pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk a bit closer to you. You got business here?
Not really. But
Then you should
a
probably
question
step off the ship.
more than anything. I'll describe my character now if that.
Go
is
for
fine.
it.
He stands about 6'3". He is a Triton. He has long, flowing, stark white hair. Doesn't look like it's naturally white. It looks like it should have been black initially. But then it goes white as it goes down his
Got spooked.
goes down. He has dark blue skin, light blue eyes. Along his arms and his legs are leathers that are tightly bound
Okay.
with cuts in the backs of them to allow for ease of movement. He has like loose-fitting shorts that goes down, gray shorts that go down to about his knees.
Okay.
He's got cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Upper body, he has a whale skin jacket. Because it turns out that whale skin is used for clothing, and it doesn't make sense for him to have leather. So he has a whale skin jacket. It's a mix of whites and blacks
Yeah.
and grays, and then it looks like he's pieced together studded leather using sharp rocks and seashells.
Look, friend, we're not poachers.
He also has a large glaive on his back. I should probably
This
mention
guy looks
that.
like he just walked out of the ocean.
Yeah, he looks like he just killed 20 fish, threw them on his back, and just
There's
went.
also
Did a front flip on
a
the ship.
scar that looks more like a burn mark across his chest.
Okay. Look, friend, we're not poachers.
Oh, neither am I. Neither am I. Darren Rumos.
Hell, you aren't.
The Rumos family. Have you heard of me? Most people down below have, anyways.
Cyrus Clementine.
Fantastic. See, my family's pretty well known down below.
Yeah, he would actually shake your other hand, as
He-
he has one hand kind of like at his side.
So
it's, it's an awkward left hand shake.
be like-
yeah.
That might be a custom up here. Regardless, I was looking for some able-bodied men, and you appear to be them.
You have a job?
In a way, more as something that I've heard
Captain,
you guys are
Huh?
dealing with anyways.
wipe your hands.
Okay, I go. Leave my hands up. Purell.
Yeah.
Disinfect-
Ye old Purell.
Baby wipes.
Oh no, they leave your hands.
Yeah, me too.
Baby
What's
wipes
going
are
on?
way better
Oh,
than
a
hand
fish.
sanitizer.
This
Oh,
transcends my authority.
Right.
Have you ever
Fish.
seen a Triton before?
We.
Nope.
No.
Who was the person in the jail cell?
A Sahuagin.
Yeah.
We
thought
thought
he wasn't.
we thought it was
They-
a Triton.
He told you he was a Triton.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He
So we
was
haven't
tricking
seen
you.
anyone that looks like this.
You know?
I wasn't in that cell or that scene, so it's just for clarity.
He'll stand a little straighter because you said captain,
Mm.
and when you approach, he'll bow. Darren Rumos, the
Bow.
Rumos family.
The hell?
Rumos family.
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell?
Nope.
Famed blood hunters? Nothing?
Fuck is a blood hunter?
Have I heard of the famous Rumos
You like a
family of
vampire?
blood hunters?
No.
Have I
No.
heard of a blood hunter?
No.
I'm
No.
not a vampire. We hunt monsters
Blood?
using
That's what I
various. I'll pat on my side, and on my side you see 3 little bottles, all with different types of liquid. Various potions were modified to be able to drink them. If you drink one, I'm not sure what would happen. You might die, nothing might happen. Regardless, my family was taken by the Sahuagin, and I hear that Saltmarsh here is looking to go to war with them.
Yes.
Are we
Can't-
going to war with? What the hell's a? No, I would know what that is. I would think. Would I know what a Sahuagin is? I've been sailing for a long time.
Yeah, you know what a
Okay.
Sukugan is.
Fish thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
generally evil.
I can't rightly go walking into their lands all by myself, so I was looking for some able-bodied men to help me rescue my family.
I wasn't aware that they were waging war on us.
Yes.
From what I understand, we're the ones making the attack. See, my family has some ties with the nobility. I don't know much.
Here in Saltmarsh?
in my lands down below the sea.
Well, those lands are here, son.
No, but those lands are allied with here.
Yes.
Good to have allies in. What's your purpose here? Setting us up with a job?
Find some friends, people that can help me save my family. Like I said, I can't do it myself. If it means I gotta work for you guys, do something else first.
I'd say our crew's full, but that's not my authority. I'm gonna go back. My peach is getting cold.
Of course, of course.
I'm gonna
That
go
would be the
speak
captains,
to,
correct?
Speak to Hemo.
Cross ships to an awkward mutiny pizza party.
Darren, you said?
Yes, Darren Rumos.
Darren Rumos. Darren,
Perhaps your captain.
Darren
two?
Rumos. I am Captain 2. He is Captain 1.
He
We
probably
will speak to
does it
Captain
really
1.
obviously as he goes back. You see in his other hand was this tiny little machine, and he just sets it away.
Very nice.
Follow me.
Cyrus Clementine.
You know about him?
I don't, but what else would you be grabbing?
Well,
But something to defend yourself with.
mm-hmm. You understand the situation. I feel like we'll get along fine.
Follow me. I walk over to
Very well.
the Sea Ghost.
Two
Alright,
ships.
Make your way over.
2 ships. 2 captains.
I have
I go
stumbled
find
on some
Hemo.
wealthy people.
Yeah, you find
Yeah, we're
he's
gonna-
right out, hanging out with Screw.
I got a
The pizza
bottle
pocket.
of claw wine.
Some claw wine,
Taking a sip.
Don't put the cork on that. It stinks.
What?
which most of his crew like enjoys now. They've like
No.
acquired the taste.
Yeah, they're like, I hated it
You
at
know, the
first,
chunks-
yeah,
but
They're great.
when we ran out of tot and he was like, here's claw wine, we were like, no, but not that
you know what?
bad.
Lobster and vodka, you never
Yeah.
thought, but it's kind of good.
It
We
works.
started
It's
adding.
kind of
We
good.
started adding rum to it.
Oh.
Makes it a little bit better.
Just a claw tot.
Yeah, and there's like a good half of the crew that enjoys the rum claw
Yeah.
wine, and the other half who are like, fuck those guys. They don't even they weren't around for the original claw
gotta
wine,
keep
which
it
is
natural.
actually
Yeah.
good. Bunch of
Ugh.
little pussies. We like original claw wine, and that's the big segregation between the ghosts, the sea ghost, is who likes rum claw wine and who doesn't.
I wish it were that simple.
That's the core of any mutiny. Who likes what alcohol?
How's it going, Rosalie?
Pretty good. Are you drunk?
You
or
want me to play a
can
song?
speak?
I'm a little bit there.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't
what-
sell without being a little bit. Anyways, how's it going?
Yeah, says old man Jenkins.
He
See?
called me an asshole.
Yeah.
This is Darren Rumos of the famed Rumos Blood Hunters.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to
Good
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Do you know who this is?
No.
He's one of the famous Brumos.
Oh, you've heard of us?
Yes.
Fantastic. So you must know our family's greatest accomplishments,
Of course.
and
Of course.
I was a part of every single one of them.
Oh, I know them too.
Really?
Yes.
What was it then?
You're cousins with the Updog family.
No, I'm not actually. Don't know who those people
Don't know
are,
what's
sorry.
up with you.
You know what, Jacob? Take an inspiration.
Who's the
I'm
Updog
sorry.
family?
He jumps off the ship.
I jump in after him. I can't die.
He doesn't know how to swim.
You just before you jump in, he just his head pops up and he's just like, I can swim.
Are you okay? You could break a hip at any point, and then.
The hot pocket is better when it's salty.
Oh God.
All right.
Soggy hot pocket.
You just cry out if you need anything. Make loud bubbles.
Quite a crew you've got here.
They're the best.
Shouldn't let them drink before
See
we
that?
take off.
What?
Oh, are you looking to sail right now?
Soon.
Have you
That's
ever
it.
heard of a sailor that doesn't drink?
Be the perfect time for me to come to you guys then. Are you looking for some more people maybe? Because I'm looking for some people.
We actually just filled up on crew.
He wants to. His
I
family
can
was.
ask you about that.
Okay.
His family was taken by those.
The Hoogans.
That word.
You guys are,
Mm.
from what I understand, you're
We could use
enemies with them.
any sort of intel on the Sahuagin.
He's
Yeah,
got
and
connections.
hey, I grew up in the ocean. I know these waters better than almost anyone.
Okay.
So I think he might be.
So
Well, I can't just kick someone off.
I can
They
pay-
get real pissed.
I can pay him.
Well, yeah, we can pay him. I don't have to find room for him.
I don't need more than a cot.
I literally just filled the ship with people.
Did John leave, or is John?
No, he
stepped
just stepped down.
down? Okay.
Well, China did leave, so
There's a spot.
yeah.
We can.
Man, seems like
Do you know how
a
to cook?
twist of fate that I come when I do. As long as you're fine with fish.
Do you have any sort of particular skill?
I know the seas. I grew up in the water.
okay,
So you can swim.
who's
I
the
know where the islands are.
who's the bosun on the Sea Ghost?
Basically, I just hired all skilled workers now for. So
Okay, so what are their names?
we didn't.
So
come
your
up-
medic is Carl.
We didn't get names for my.
Good old Carl.
Let's give them names.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Could also give people my potions to try to heal them, but like what I was telling you, it might kill them.
Yeah,
It
let's
might
not
do
kill
nothing.
my.
So I'm not really sure.
Pick a.
Probably not the best idea.
You can't.
Do you want them to be of an exotic race
No.
because they are? They don't have to be humans.
Two can be.
No, I only want it to be like fitting to.
It's racist.
Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
So
So it'd be maybe tiefling,
Let's
maybe
do-
human,
let's-
They're
maybe
dwarves?
dwarf.
let's
Yeah.
do a tiefling and a dwarf. We'll make the bosun a dwarf.
Carl's the medic, right?
No, the dwarf can be the cook. Carl's a medic. He's human.
He's the old guy, right?
No, the old guy is just one of the
He's,
deckhands.
Oh.
he's the like
He's just
German accent guy.
The old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Carl is the mem.
Okay.
And then you've got a tiefling bosun. Her name is Boone. B-U-N-E.
That's a cool name.
And your cook is a dwarf dude by the name of
Hey, buddy, I know you have.
wow, no. Eberk. E-B-E-R-K.
And this guy is what race?
Dwarf.
I'd actually like to know our important.
I'm gonna
crew.
do it right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Damnation.
Damn, Daniel.
Back at it
With the white
again.
bangs.
Alright. Captain of Damnation is Rosalie.
Hey, that's my burrito.
First mate is Cyrus. Who's the bosun on Damnation?
Oh no.
Skills.
I'm the first mate.
hireling? Question mark.
Well, yeah.
Wait. No.
I think
Bosun
he
isn't-
joined the.
I don't think I really have been assigned a place yet. I said,
We're kind of going over that right now.
what I said, my-
Who's the medic on the Damnation?
It's just going to be skilled hirelings until we
And the
fill-
cook is a skilled hireling?
Yeah, I bought a lot of.
like I said,
I hired a lot of.
That's fine.
my primary skill is the seas, but I can do anything.
Can I name our cook Stefan?
Sure.
Alright,
That's
so your
my
cook
name.
is Stefan, the halfling.
Okay.
Yay, that makes so much sense.
We need a bosun.
Your bosun will make this dude a half orc
What
by
is
the name
bosun?
of
I think they repair the ship, which is what I normally do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cagnac.
Cagnac.
Oh, we need a navigator too.
Isn't that Grog's uncle or something?
No, that's Kevdak.
Kevdak.
Cagnac?
Cagnac
Hey, no.
with a C.
Nah, I just went with 2 Ks.
You don't. That's what I was born with was C.
I haven't seen your birth certificate.
He holds it up.
Wow.
How's
I didn't
that
know
spell?
He's just got
I
one.
take it with me everywhere I go.
Cagnac, come prepared. So,
has.
Cagnac.
Cagnac of birth certificate was born with C.
Why does he sound
He's the
Yoda?
fucking cookie monster.
I will repair ship.
Maybe get him the fuck off our ship.
I will.
No, that's not
And who's your medic?
Carl, but with a C.
No.
What's the actual medic's name?
Is ours with a
I don't
K?
think it's ever.
We're
Yeah.
gonna make a half
Okay.
elf dude, and his name is gonna be.
Lance.
No, not Lance.
His name is
Two
Fibin.
L's.
Fibin.
Fivin?
Carl.
Fibin.
Fibin.
And what is he?
Half elf.
Medic.
What?
That's right.
Carl has 2 L's.
Okay,
Evan.
It's Carl with 2 L's and a K.
gotcha. I don't know who came up with that name.
Jacob. Our wonderful DM.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
Yeah. You should read his
Also,
notes,
I need
they're
a
real good.
quartermaster.
What?
I need a quartermaster.
I
Oh,
also need
fuck!
I
I
also
forgot
need a
about quartermaster.
But I think that this one could be our quartermaster. Cause
What's a quartermaster?
don't they navigate?
I think it's navigation and we had done like inventory before.
To
You're
be fair,
familiar with that, I don't
we,
know.
we also haven't established any trust at all. They could easily be a spy from any other ship.
You were hired like right on the spot too.
Yeah, and I've set my place in. You guys are weird. You hire
Are
people
you
too
seriously
fast.
questioning that? Literally, oh yeah, this hobgoblin smuggler that died for us? First mate.
That's his choice. This is our boat, but I don't know.
I'm not saying that's a bad decision. I'm just saying that's how these ships go. It's just like
how they
fucking
go.
you, yeah.
We can
Who's
keep
quartermaster for
better
Seaghost?
eyes on him if he's reporting
None?
to me.
None quartermaster.
There's
Alright.
another skilled hireling,
Okay.
so we just need a name. And race.
Let's. This dude is a gnome named
Did you put it
Gerbo.
Is Boone a female?
in the joke?
Boone's a female.
And then what is this?
This is your quartermaster is a female gnome by the name of Oda. ODA.
A gnome. We played this version of 5e at Gen Con, and gnomes are medium creatures and not small.
That's weird.
Can you just
Yeah.
imagine like a really lanky gnome?
Quartermaster on Damnation. Another hireling, or are you gonna make it this new
Smelly
guy?
fruit.
I think we're going with the new guy.
Cool.
It'll allow us to give kind
I'm
of a
honored to have such a position upon walking
So
onto
I
your
can
ship.
watch you.
Cool. Now I have that. That's
Smart.
gonna be important.
Oh.
All right.
Whenever you come onto the ship, make sure you clean your shoes off.
We got into.
I look down. Don't wear shoes.
Even
That's
better.
weird.
Well, clean your feet.
All right.
When you look down at his feet,
They have,
the
like,
toes
webbed.
don't have toenails,
Oh.
and they're webbed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Ew, that's gross.
It looks slimy
His,
as well.
his hand,
and
even his hands are probably slightly
yeah,
webbed
the,
too.
the hands are webbed as well.
You're a
But-
foreign, interesting person.
Do his
Well, I
fingers
understand
have
land dwellers call us Tritons.
Tritons. What
I
do
have heard
people
that
call
name
yourselves?
Jabe, can I get a like check on my cruise?
I've heard them called like
Loyalty?
deep
No, not
elves,
loyalty.
but
Whatever the
that
sport
might be
thing is.
offensive.
No, I don't think it's loyalty.
Actually, a
but-
different type
Uh,
of.
It does have fingernails.
Huh.
They both
So-
are.
And actually, I'm dumb. You do have
Right,
toenails.
correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have those, but the webs.
You
are-
might be right.
You do have webs between all your fingers,
So-
and little fins off of your
Pretty
legs.
shady
Yeah.
foot where I'm from.
You want to do what?
Yeah,
That's
pretty much
probably
where
what
it
some
comes
of
from.
of like my cruise.
They have what you carry.
There's like a term for it. I don't. Is it loyalty? I don't know.
Loyalty?
Is that what it is?
Have sea
Yeah.
breakers.
So-
Okay.
Just so you know.
I built
there's-
this thing from the ground up.
Make an insight check.
It's different, not the one you carry on your own.
Oh, like the
Little one.
he pulls out the palm pistol,
Yeah,
like
they
these
have
things.
something like that. Yes.
Hmm.
It hurt-
Strange.
hurt a
They
lot.
seem
Yeah.
they seem. So first of all, the biggest thing going around right now is there doesn't seem to be a mutiny abroad. Nobody wants to take your position. Everybody seems to still respect you. They trust you to take care of the crew, and nobody wants to take up that mantle. If there's anything that they are feeling, it's a little bit paranoid on their positions. They don't entirely trust everything that's going on because they think there's a little bit more than just what actually happened, and that's just how human communities work. They get paranoid and they think different things, and they start not trusting people. So they as their own individuals have opinions on probably what happened in the past with the previous officers.
Okay.
They don't seem happy about the fact that those officers left.
Well, yeah.
And they will remember that, but they aren't unhappy now and aren't planning on overtaking the ship. As long as you're going to do what you keep doing, then they're going to keep getting paid. They have no reason to go nah and take over Sea Ghost. They're just going, okay then, and then they go about their work.
We're setting sail in the morning.
Fantastic. And just for your knowledge, friend, there are sea elves, but they're a different type of people. They live.
Most of my concerns are
Right.
above the surface of the water.
I try and get a game going where
Duck, duck, goose.
the crew gets fishing poles
Okay.
and we attach Hot Pockets to it and try and fish for Jenkins.
That's awesome.
For
They
Jenkins.
think it's hilarious, and you do catch Old Man Jenkins at one point, who gets. They're like, "We got him! Oh, it's in his
Okay,
cheek!" And he's like, "I'm a fish."
This is very painful.
Immediately cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, you get it back up and you cast Cure Wounds. Everybody thinks it's hilarious.
His
So.
name is Charles Jenkins.
His name's Charles
Is
Jenkins.
he on that ship? I point to the
Yeah, no,
seagulls.
he's not ours.
All right.
Hey,
Good
can,
to know.
I have a.
Don't need to worry about
Ethan,
trying to fish anyone out of the ocean.
Can I have a list of my crew's names?
Yeah, we just got him. It's
No,
a,
she,
Like
because
everyone?
like yeah, the
Mm.
whole.
Like
oof.
whenever you can get it.
It's like
I
the
would-
30 plus new names.
I want to do that, but do you mind if I do it on my downtime,
Yes.
and then I can actually have more creative?
Yes, whenever
Okay,
you are.
great,
Whenever
cool.
you are.
Look,
able.
you're a new hire. I know you're an officer now, but generally I tend to be more cautious than I am nice.
Fine by
Some
me.
people have that, but just a statement for your awareness. We ran into a few pirates, had an interesting scuttle with some of the people we were working with, and hell of a lot we weren't. So we might get into hot water. If you're working with them, you should know that your
Sorry.
guts won't be in your chest for very long.
I've been in hot water before. Won't be any problem.
Then you are very welcome here. I'll keep a close eye on you, but that'll wear out.
Fantastic. I don't really expect it to, honestly.
If I
It's
understand
your
it, we're-
job, right? Keep a close eye on everyone.
I'd imagine so. So tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning. They're
All
getting
right.
drunk over there.
That's,
In fact, I think I might go meet the crew right now, and I'm gonna go
Yeah.
join in on the festivities.
He
Cool, you
hands
do.
like a-
you meet a lot of the crew, and they're like, "Oh, hey, cool."
Don't
And
drink
the
too much
crew's
wine.
first impressions, they're very friendly, and they seem to kind of have a no nonsense about them. They're very down to earth and just like, we do our job, and that's what we do, and we trust Timo to be the captain. Blah 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 blah. We get paid, and you're gonna have fun time on this ship. Woohoo! And that's
Fantastic.
the general vibe you get.
Which
What
they,
time-
they haven't even set sail yet, have they? This is a super new crew.
Yeah.
So I'd assume it's like afternoon, right?
Yeah, what time of day is it?
I don't know.
I look at the sky.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it as afternoon.
That
I
last
thought it was
game,
nighttime.
that last
Yeah.
game, it was like early morning because we were heading back with the ships, and then like things happened, and then we got upgrades for the ship.
You woke up today, had that letter, met the things, got the pizza pockets. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it's nighttime.
It's just
like
been
it's
like-
been going on all
Yeah.
day.
It's a really kind of monotonous day. We're gathering
I would
everything we
assume
needed.
the place to purchase magic items is closed.
Let's see.
No,
n-
the
Oh.
tiefling.
no, you can still go over there.
I'd like to make my way down.
If you want to make your way over there and do the whole downtime activity for the thing, it's gonna. You make your way in, and Captain Zendros is in there, and she says, "You want to buy magic items too?
Yes.
I gotta ship them in. I need a 50 gold piece retainer."
Do you know anyone who could make a magic item?
I don't make them, honey. I ship them.
Do you know anyone who could find a maker in a far off land?
No, I don't. And if you want to go find somebody, you're gonna have to go do it yourself.
Okay.
What are you looking for? It might have already been made.
A way to cast sending or message
What?
spell.
It's a spell called sending.
Yes,
Right.
or message. I believe it's called message.
Yeah, we got things like that. There's something called like a sending stone.
Yes, that would work.
You want me to find this for you?
Yes.
All right, it's 50 gold piece retainer. She
Do
takes
you
it.
buy rubies?
Do I buy rubies?
Yes.
I'm more on the idea of if somebody needs it, I'll ship it to them, but not a lot of people need rubies.
Okay. Thank you. When should I return for my things?
2 days.
All right, I'll be back probably not in 2 days because we're gonna sell out.
I'll hold on for you.
What the retainer's for. I'm gonna vanish in the middle of the night with a shovel and come back with a very dirty ass old bottle that's half full.
Okay.
I'm ready to sail.
Perfect. Sounds great. So the night goes on. I assume the festivities kind of end. Everybody's in good spirits. What are you guys doing?
Going to
Kind of
bed.
chill up my spine.
Nice.
It's a ghost.
That's a bad omen.
A little bit.
We wait for morning, and then we set out to Abbey Island,
Okay.
unless anyone expresses differently.
Hey guys, I forgot that sending stones were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were just hinting at that the entire time.
No,
Oh, okay.
I just forgot that
It
they
only works
existed.
once a day, though.
Well, yeah. So does the spell, pretty much. Not bad.
Just wanted
Sending
to-
is an incredibly useful spell. spell.
I just wanted a way to communicate amongst the ships.
Really big
Called yelling.
horns. Hey!
Oh, wait.
Toot toot.
Before we head out,
Yeah.
I want to go buy a spyglass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go buy spyglass.
Okay.
It's 1,000 gold, I
They're
believe.
really.
Oh,
they're
crap.
so
yeah,
expensive.
spyglasses are stupid expensive.
Okay, I don't have that much gold, so never mind.
They might be less than that. You might want to double check.
They're
Okay.
They're either,
a
they're either
lot.
1,000 or they're 500.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check real quick.
expensive.
Holy, that's like freaking magic.
Yeah, it's
item
1,000
price.
gold.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And all it does is give you advantage on like fucking
Perception.
perception.
That's
I don't know
pretty
why
nice.
it's that expensive, but I have to trust the book. Like, there has to be a reason as to
It's-
why
it's
that
worth
advantage on
several
perception
elephants.
That's pretty.
Several.
Is that all it does?
I think
It's
so.
advantage on like long
Yeah,
distance
that's all it does.
perception
I'm just
checks.
gonna cast enhance ability.
Yeah, of course.
there you go.
Gold versus
I have to
the
imagine
stuff.
it's like the type of thing like it's rare in this universe.
I
so
guess
they-
they're difficult to make, maybe
Yeah,
something
they're
like
probably
that.
hard to make.
Yeah.
Because it's a system of mirrors that's pretty high tech.
Probably if Cyrus make one, he can make a scope on his gun. He could probably make a spyglass.
I have a scope on my shotgun. I guess I.
It doesn't even give
That's
you
probably a
advantage.
Yeah, you probably. I
does it
bet the
do?
gun is less
Objects viewed through a
difficult
spyglass
to
are
make than the
magnified to
spyglass.
Twice
Yeah.
their size.
That's it.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's all it does.
Oh, that's like a magnifying glass.
No, that's
That's under
spyglass.
spyglass for 1,000 gold.
All right. Well, fuck that. My most popular video is basically saying that among other things is worthless.
Yep.
Um,
Okay, so you guys
Great.
head out.
yes, we do.
Do you guys know where Abbey Isle is?
Nope.
It's a week east.
Navigator.
You ever heard
So I
of?
did tell you that it is a week east,
Mhm.
but guess what?
It's not.
Jacob was wrong.
Oh,
It
okay.
is not a week east.
It's a
It is
week.
actually a day south,
Well, that's
And-
a bit of a difference.
and I believe it is basically the lighthouse to indicate when you're near Saltmarsh. So, yeah. Let me double check on that because I'm a big stupid
Maybe
idiot.
we shouldn't
It's a
steal
staff
that
of rubies.
giant ruby.
What'd you say?
Maybe if we steal that, a lot of people are gonna die.
What? Still what?
the
The staff of
the,
rubies?
the light in the lighthouse.
Oh, we're not stealing it.
Well, yeah, and
We might.
Okay, so
different crews, man.
let me just let you know. Let me just help you out. I'm gonna retcon a little bit,
Okay.
but it's gonna make it better.
Okay.
Because I didn't know when I first read the adventure, I was being stupid. So you've got Saltmarsh right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw it.
Oh, okay. That's a visual. How's your evening, my friends? You know, this is a strange situation that only the recent century or so has kind of brought forward. I'm staring at a small piece of plastic, metal, and other elements. But down the line, in the future, you'll see this as me genuinely asking you, a person sitting in a dark room watching us for some reason, a genuine question. I have nothing to say about that. Just think about it.
I always like to imagine a person's face when I look at a camera.
Well, yeah, but it's still a camera.
I also
So
sort of like humanize technology.
this is kind of how it works. So north,
He's
south,
fine.
east, west. This is Saltmarsh.
Okay.
Pretend it's Saltmarsh.
Okay.
A good few hours away is this island called Abbey Isle.
Okay.
Right next to it is the island with the lighthouse. The Mariners Guild wants to put the lighthouse on this island,
Okay.
but it's dangerous and people don't return from it,
Okay.
and they want you adventurers to clear it off so that they could build a new lighthouse on it.
Gotcha. So is the lighthouse that's already there still functioning?
Yes, but not very well.
Yeah, because it's not on a like an
The thing
elevated-
they would have told you, because they would have told you this,
Mm-hmm.
is there is a dude who works on this lighthouse.
Okay.
You need to meet up with him
Yeah.
first and then go there.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. That's the mission.
Hey,
Sorry.
hey.
I'm so wet.
I would push it. He got no. See how it's far away from the wall.
Oh yeah, I got.
Oh shit! Yeah. Thank
He
you.
was like gonna bring the entire.
Yeah, that would've
the entire
not
thing
been great.
down. Break all the custom ones.
Yeah.
I
So
wear bears.
you guys set out. Only a few hours away is the island, and as the ships
Weird
both go
sentence.
out.
Yes.
Both of them, yes.
Okay.
We're probably
We're gonna
like
build a fleet.
300 feet away from each other, I would say.
Okay. Who's leading? Sea Ghost?
I would assume
We're
go-
under
so-
his authority, so I would say, yeah.
Okay.
So when we take off, I'll go over to Rosalie. Hello. Say, so what exactly are we heading out to do? I
We're going
drank
to
before.
the Abbey Isle to clear off whatever is on the island.
So just a simple hunt and kill.
I believe so. There's a
Fantastic.
lighthouse
It's what I
there
do
that we
best.
need to investigate. And if you see a ruby staff, I'd like it.
Ruby staff.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind, Captain.
As you
I
guys,
must write that as weird.
you kind of make your way along, and you see Abbey Isle, the distance as you kind of sail past it. And what you see is a island, about 1 mile wide, about 2 miles long. There's no forests in the center of it, other than maybe just a few. Just looks like plains and hills, grass, and it is surrounded by what most of the people can tell by just looking along the waves by rocks, sharp rocks that surround most of it. On one side of, and beyond those rocks are what look like cliff sides that go up as well. And it's all around the entirety of the island except for one bit, on the southernmost part of the island, the one that you're just passing by as you go along. It's a bunch of sand dunes, and you can see these distant, huge, massive sandy hills where there aren't those sharp rocks around the area, and it just goes down to a sandbar. Looks to be probably the only entrance onto the island, unless you were to navigate past those rocks or to scale the cliffside. It's a very strange island. When you look upon it, it kind of just gives you a strange, bad feeling amongst all of you.
I have a strange, bad feeling about this thing I'm looking at.
Me too. How strange.
I'm subject to its whims.
Eventually, as you make your way past the island, you see another island in the distance. Very, very small one with a relatively large-sized lighthouse. And you guys start to make your way over there. Eventually, you dock. And as soon as you dock, there is who makes their way out onto the island?
To the one with the
Probably the
lighthouse.
lot
The
of
one with
us.
the lighthouse.
I do.
Okay.
I'll probably have them put down the rowboat and then row over to them and pick them up.
Cool.
Okay.
You guys make your way over. And
I got a question, Captain. You want to bring along the newest hire? Keep a close eye on him. Don't want our ship vanishing.
Yeah, you can come along.
The way your crew thinks about you guys, you think I could just take your ship?
No idea. Strange
You
tides.
might have weird magic make your face look like my face. Seen it happen before.
That's a bit of a generalization, but could happen.
Make life a lot easier when talking to people that don't like me. If I could do something like that.
Fair enough. I'd agree with that.
As you row to the island, it's this kind of spiral island with green grass kind of along the sides of it, and making their way out of the bottom of it with this door opening. There is a rotund man. He's huge, barrel-chested, bright red beard, circlet of thin red gray hair on his balding head, and he's wearing a gaudy red and yellow kilt with a war hammer and a dagger hanging
Tim,
from a broad
Tim.
leather belt.
He is in the upper cupboards. Okay. So above the fridge in this weird, stupid ass apartment, there's a row of like tiny ass shelves. It looks like something you would see in a
How
camper.
did he get up there?
He jumped from the microwave up into those where Tim has like a couple spices. And he's just chilling. He explores when we stream, But when we're not, he's sleeping where Jacob is.
He got into those top cupboards.
Yes, he did. It was open.
The
Above-
one
above
directly,
the
the
kitchen.
cupboard directly above the microwave.
Yeah, he went up there. He jumped from the microwave there.
Oh,
At least he's not knocking the wine bottles off of
That's
the fridge.
nice, yeah. They're too clustered together.
I can't wait
He
until
did
our
that once.
kittens are
Dum
like
dum.
time to climb up everything.
Alright.
That'll be
They're
fun.
learning. It's cute. Hi, buddy.
Wish they weren't.
He's very smart about getting attention.
Anyways,
And that's all he wants, really.
out of the lighthouse comes this dude. He's huge, barrel-chested man, bright red beard, and a
Extremely
circlet
balding.
of red-gray hair on his balding head.
Is it like no hair here?
Yeah, it's just all around the side.
it's like the monk hair,
Yeah, exactly.
but natural because he's
Yeah.
balding.
He's wearing a gaudy red and yellow kilt, a warhammer, and a dagger hanging from
Jesus.
a broad leather belt.
This guy could kill us.
He kind of makes his way out and kind of lumbers forward, and he holds up his massive hand, and he says, "Are you at the Mariners Guild?"
Yeah.
"Ah, so am I.
Cool.
You know who they sent?
Yeah.
That's good to meet you." And
Yeah,
he kind of
you
makes
too.
his way down, and he holds out his hand,
His ham hand.
and he grabs onto it, and he says, "It's good to meet you, I'm Major Ursa."
Do you want some claw wine? We brought some.
"No thanks,
Okay.
I do appreciate it though."
I just wasn't sure if you had any.
"That's alright.
Okay.
Sounds weird."
It is.
Disgusting.
We have
Alright.
rum too.
So, I recognize some of you. In terms of race, I've never met myself an elf before. It's good to meet you.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're a captain of the Sea Ghost, so I've heard.
Yeah.
Ah, good, good. Alright then. So we're making our way over to Abbey Isle, yes?
Are you coming with us?
I would like to oversee the operation on my own. I'm very curious as to what's going on Abbey Isle. It's been very strange occurrences going on over there, and I want to make sure that, the lighthouse is put in a good place.
What kind of occurrences?
What kind of what?
Kind of things are happening?
Well, strange disappearances.
You don't have much more information?
Not much. Just that.
Well, hop on.
Like
We'll talk
that.
while we go.
All right. Well, I know a few things. I could tell you about it from my own experience.
Who's Hemo, by the way? I don't know if we
Hemo.
did we exchange names? Did I
But
forget?
I
we
said
did
I'm
not.
Major Ursa.
Oh, okay.
He did say that.
Yes.
That's a good name.
His
Thanks.
His name is just Big Bear.
Yep.
That's great.
So, the only safe place to get to shore on the reef-ringed, rocky little island is a large sandy beach known as the Skull Dunes.
That's a good name.
Yep. Well, I'm not about to tell you why they got that name.
Sounds
The
endearing.
dunes are full of undead
Gotcha.
because there's clerics on the Abbey.
That are
And they
maybe.
created an army of skeletons to guard the beach.
Okay.
Skeletons lie under the sand and attack anyone who comes near.
Is there any way we could just talk
Jesus.
to the clerics and be like, hey, we're coming up?
Well, it's not that simple. You
Okay.
see, they don't really control the clerics. They just kind of put them. They don't control the undead. They just kind of put it there, and then, it's just their defenses. I don't think they control them at all.
Yeah, I did a
Okay.
bit of arcane reading back a couple of years ago. Basically, when you make one of those things, you give it one command.
Mm-hmm.
You tell it to do its job, and that's what it does.
But we could at least ask them to help us.
Well, you could try to
Go on.
negotiate them as
No.
long as you can make it past the beach.
Once we push
I have
past the
some-
skeletons.
I have some experience with the undead.
Okay.
Perhaps I can guide us a safe
Strange.
path.
Sure, they seem to be some clerics of some evil deity. I'm not entirely sure, but they've taken up most of the abbey and the isle. So
Are the clerics hostile?
they seem to be hostile since they put up a bunch of defenses of skeletons onto the beach.
Well, defense is not hostile. But
Well, look, we're not here to make friends. We're here to make a lighthouse.
true.
So,
I don't have.
however, there were a little bit of complications for them. Some pirates got ashore somehow. Don't really know how.
Probably the same way we're gonna.
Right. There's probably a path through the undead, but finding it is the problem. We didn't catch up with the pirates till after they'd left the island. They'd taken as good as they gave. They were a miserable, sorry lot when we attacked and routed what was left of them. One shipload escaped, but we sank the others. The sea and the sharks got the survivors, but we never got a first-hand account of what happened on the island or how the pirates got through the dunes.
Well,
We might have a marker on a sunken ship then.
It's true.
One of the ships escaped, however. They were
That's not
quick
a
to
problem.
leave. They seem to be a part of a gang. One of the Sea Princes.
Jesus.
One of the ships that got here, his name was Loyalty's Brand.
Yep.
Let's see,
That's China's dad.
Jesus.
Oh, so you know him?
Not
Of him.
personally.
Love him. He's got quite a reputation.
Yep.
Firemonger. Anyways, as for the Abbey, who knows for sure? We never got anywhere near the place. Smoke rose from the island for days after the pirates attacked. Maybe that means the island's been abandoned, or maybe the Abbey's burned and the clerics are waiting to rebuild. I don't know. But that's what you've been hired to figure out.
Do you have a map of the island?
I do have a map of the island,
We have it.
and a small map of the sand dunes as well. You'll need it to navigate.
Perfect.
Step 1. Said no undead can surprise me. I might be able to find us a path. If there's a way there, I can
you
find
could
it.
be surprised
Really? What
by
do you
the
know about
numbers.
undead?
Come from a famed family. Perhaps you've heard of the Rumos family.
Nope.
You haven't heard of the Rumos family?
Don't really get around too much unless you're
Quite
with the Madness
famous.
Guild.
Well, we're a family of blood hunters. Blood hunters make
Blood
a
hunters.
trade in hunting undead and
Uh-huh.
things like this. So,
Uh-huh.
if there's undead there, they surely can't surprise me.
Well, that's
At
good.
least
That's good.
Don't seem very interested in this at all.
Look, I just want to get the job done. I
Yeah.
just was just making sure you're not going to backstab us. But it seems you won't, so very good.
He's done. A lot of people in this trade, they don't care about namesake. It's all your actions.
My actions will prove it.
Then
Then my
that's
namesake will speak for itself here like it does under the sea.
gonna likely say
Yeah,
that your
that'd be
namesake probably doesn't matter that much up here.
Infernal.
Seems that way.
So
Doesn't
from
mean I
this
won't.
point on,
I'd like to learn all of them.
what you do represents your family.
Indeed.
Do you know anything besides common?
And announcing who
We're
I
grabbing
am
the map.
Nope.
will be how
I know
it'll be
Elvish.
known.
Everyone knows Elvish.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, here's the map of the Skull Dunes. Right?
That's a horrible place.
We'll want to find the pirate's path and how they got up there.
Say each square is 150 feet.
It
Yep.
does say that.
Yes. Here is the map.
If I may.
It's alright, guys. Only
yeah.
one of the dunes looks like a skull. That's where all the bad guys are. See the
That's like
skull dunes.
right here is where we come ashore.
So
I go-
here is the map itself.
that way?
As you can see, the only way we can really get in is through the bottom.
Regardless.
Yeah.
But we could navigate around to try to scale the cliffs, but I know it's incredibly difficult and very, very dangerous. We might be better off fighting undead than we would be scaling cliffs.
I'm pretty good at climbing.
Yeah, I
If we do
prefer
it right, we might not have to do either.
a bit of steel as opposed to the elements.
Regardless,
I
let's.
could give you all the skill to climb.
I'm pretty good at climbing.
Well, how many of us do you want up there?
Could launch a ballista into the.
If there's a
Top of
whole
the cliff
crazy
side.
church of people up there, sure it'll just be us. We'll be good.
See how much of the crew is going.
I'm also
Oh well, we never know. They could have all burned when the pirates came aboard, so
Then
they
it's
may be all
pirates.
dead.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a little too lucky for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit of an
Wouldn't
assumption.
that also
I'm not
leave
going
some
to bank
pirates on
on.
the island?
No, he
Right.
said they left.
They
Well,
all left.
Or so, how close do you think we could get our ships to the island?
I could get pretty close to the southern part of it.
Yeah, it looks like we can come in right here
We
and
could
even
get on a
dock.
rowboat, get in there pretty
Well,
fast.
we could at least have our ships cover us through the dunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We do
Just
have the
hope no one
weaponry for it.
misses.
Look, your job, just to make it clear, is to clear the island so that we can build the lighthouse. Alright? That's the number one safety concern. We have to get boats going in and out through Saltmarsh and through some of the cities up to the east. Alright? So,
Sounds
as soon as
like
we get this place up and running, we're good, and I can pay you all.
Sounds like we need to wake up the skeletons anyways.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a better option if we just kind of did our best and then marked the path that we made. Something like that.
2,000 gold. That's paid. Along with the trade.
Question is, if we mark the path that we make, and then you have all these builders coming through,
Mm-hmm.
it takes us one misstep from one of them to not follow the pathway.
That's their own damn fault.
I don't know much about undead, but if we take out the clerics, do they go with it?
I couldn't
Depends
tell
on the
you.
undead. If the clerics are already dead, then it.
If you don't
I
mind,
wouldn't.
I'd be wanting to stay on your ship while you go aboard onto the island.
I like him.
Sure.
I don't want to get my hands dirty.
That's fine.
Okay.
Not
Got
against
business
it.
to attend.
You do
That's
have
your
some
job.
pretty fine weaponry, though. Don't look
That's
like a
for,
stranger to
defense.
combat.
You're welcome to any of the claw wine on the ship.
Don't drink it.
I
Or
might have to indulge on that. Sir.
Or the rum, I guess. Yeah.
There's also some wine on my
I do like rum.
the rum's not bad.
good wine.
We could probably offer up a tide or two.
Anyways, what's your plan of attack?
Come
I got a point of recommendation right there. If you wanted to hit, see if I can mark it. It's not too bad.
It's dry erase, so.
Oh yeah.
It is dry erase.
Do you have a marker?
We should have a marker around here
I
somewhere.
have a
Wait,
bunch.
is that?
Wherever we land,
That's a Sharpie
Oh,
now.
okay.
the rest kind of just has to come with
Mm.
nature, right? You have no idea how or where the undead might be, but
Yeah, grab that one. I think that there aren't any markers in there.
if there's any hint of them, I can.
Oh,
Oh, he's being a
I'll use
good
that
boy.
Sorry.
wet erase.
I think might be best to mark right there, then head through here, wrap around there, and then well, we'll be fucking cornered halfway once we get there, but my safest bet, you're allowed to improve. I am just a first mate on a second-hand ship.
Jacob. Just like how much time do I think it would take for 150 feet squares?
Depends on your travel pace. If you go to normal pace, you get 300 feet in a minute.
So about 10 minutes for the whole trip.
Should we be quieter?
It would, if we went slow, would it be half?
It's 200 feet a minute, and you would be able to stealth.
Okay, so 200 is basically just one square. So we can go 1 square minute. So 2, 3, 6. Even that is not that long.
See, and I agree with the stealthing bit, but if the goal is to clear the island so they can build, we're going to need to clear a path of some sort for them, right?
You say
Yes.
they hide in the sand?
Yes, they do hide in the sand.
Underneath?
They like to come out. They're all sand crusted, and they just attack. Some even say that there is a very large amalgamation of the skeletons and trying to finish off anybody who tries to get into the island.
Can I roll
The hell kind of island is this?
History?
a history check on something like that?
Sure.
Only reason why I'm asking is because if I've ever heard of anything like this in the past, maybe my blood hunter heritage would lead to something about that. 14.
It's very strange.
Oh, I'm stupid. I have advantage. 18. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, you've heard of undead being raised in order to possibly use as protection. The problem with undead is that they tend to kind of just go crazy and attack anything. So, it's a weird risk. You think if the clerics were smart, they would have a way out. A way to where the skeletons either they could stop them or they could not attack them. If they aren't that smart, then likely they're trapped on the island as well.
Alright.
The reason we're going slow is so that we have the upper hand in case we need to
Right.
spot any. And
Right.
then also, I think it's best we get through it all just to know what we're dealing with in the entirety.
You know, the weird thing, though, there has to be some trick going on there.
What do you
Once
mean?
you raise an undead, you can't really control it unless you constantly have some abilities active. Different things. I don't even know if all clerics can do it or not. People that raise undead.
Yeah, I've heard
It might be the pathway. They might also just have a way to
Dodge.
get rid of them.
It's also a big enough island where they could
Don't
You know,
most
I'd
clerics have
imagine
the
if
ability
the-
to destroy undead?
Sorry, what were you
Some.
saying?
Don't they have the ability to destroy undead?
That's what I'm thinking. So, from my opinion, it seems I like this rat a lot. I'm not against it at all. Get to avoid that. Whoever the hell drew that there, well, that's just mean.
The skull.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually exists.
The big skull.
It's a big hill and it looks like a skull.
You know what's funny about that? We're not gonna go near it.
That might be
That's
really
what I was saying.
Yeah, we might go near it.
If I may,
Go looking for trouble. You know what they say.
We do often go looking for trouble.
if I may, is this something that I might? I'll initially, of course, go your path, but is
Yeah.
this something I might take the lead on?
Why
like I
is
said,
that?
If I go ahead just a bit, undead don't really have the ability to surprise me, so I'll catch scent of them coming to attack me before they attack me. May not be the same for you guys. I can smell it.
That's fucking weird.
Never said I was normal. The thing you have on your back, that's kind of weird too.
So what I think is we try our best to get in there. And once we're in there, we can learn as much as we want. We find a cleric, maybe he tells us, hey, there's a fucking off switch, all these skeletons, and then we come back. When we come back, we clear that path for good.
Especially if there's an off switch up there.
Because right now, if we're
hiding
gonna,
or something.
yeah, we're trying to,
Sorry.
all right. If we're trying to kind of bushwhack our way through without knowing anything, we might die.
Yep, that's exactly what I said.
I was elaborating and I zoned out a bit. I'm
Alright.
sorry. Do you have this back? Or no? There you go.
We want to go alone
Right.
or just ahead?
I can take the lead a little bit.
You probably shouldn't go alone.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as you guys follow my path, I should be the only one getting surprised if I mess it up.
I'm
Alright,
decently
so it's,
stealthy. and
just
good at not
the
being
four of
surprised.
us.
Surprised.
I also can't be surprised.
Captain, do you want to bring any other crew
Really?
members along?
Yes.
I think it's best
Smell it
not.
too?
No, I'm
All right.
perceptive.
Not gonna fight that.
Things.
You wanna
Lives are precious and we are
go two up
foolish.
front then?
I don't mind.
What's happening?
Fantastic.
I'm also pretty good at not being surprised. Keeps you alive.
I'd like to argue I'm perceptive, but if you want to sacrifice yourself, I'm not against it.
I won't die.
So then I'll go forward with Captain of Damnation here.
Rosalie? Yeah.
Rosalie.
Rosalie, of my own volition,
Can I call you Rosalie or
I
is
will
it Captain?
Call me whatever you.
to protect you.
Hmm?
Of my own volition, I will fight to protect you.
Say yourself.
That's why it's important I say it.
I'm just here to look pretty.
Do a fairly good job at it.
You are very gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So I think the plan is to sail over there, hop on a rowboat, the four of us head over, and then Rosalie and I are going to take the lead while Hemo and Cyrus are going to follow behind about 100 feet back or so.
Okay.
Does that sound fair to you guys?
We might lose sight of each other at some point, but
I prefer we
Maybe
not
50
do
feet.
that.
okay, 50 feet is
50 feet
probably
should
gonna
be,
be okay,
Should
yeah.
be good.
So it's about 1 p.m. Just want to let you know.
okay.
And you guys are going to sail forward on a sailing ship, just the four of you, onto the beach. And your order is what?
I don't think we're gonna beach the ship. We're gonna get close, anchor.
The
hop on
sailing
the
ship is,
rowboat.
I think, what we have.
No, like a rowboat.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
The order will be, from what I said, me, Rosalie, and then whatever order those two want to go in. And they'll be 50 feet behind us.
Side by
Okay.
side,
Yeah.
arms locked or some shit. I don't
Skipping.
Not
care.
arms locked. That's.
Can you say that to me
combat.
one more
Yeah, of
time?
course.
Sorry.
Me, Rosalie, and then 50 feet back. I don't know
Us just side
which
by
one of
side.
them, but us, them.
So 50 feet difference.
Yes. And so what's happening is I'm going to try to use my advantage on survival checks to track undead, but I want to use it in an unconventional way. I want to use it as a way to determine where the undead are and create a path to go where they're not. If that's okay. So we say,
Okay.
oh, there's traces of undead over here and over here and over here, so I'll take this pathway.
And I'm here to be perceptive.
I also can't be surprised by undead, which is also why I'm taking the lead partially, because if something pops out at me, then I have a chance to react where they wouldn't.
Got it.
And
So
I'm-
you're trying to find the pathway.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, using my ability to track undead, I'm trying to find where the undead aren't.
All right. I like it.
I am helping be perceptive by being perceptive.
By being perceptive and being unable to be surprised also, so I'm not screwed if I get if I get a bad
I
roll or
cannot be
two.
surprised, and things do not gain advantage by being unseen by me.
Well, we have weapons.
We have muscles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're just like flexing as we follow.
Yeah.
You guys are the muscle in the back in case the stealth mission goes wrong.
Okay. So, you guys have your little map?
Yes.
Okay.
Our cute little
So
map.
you are starting. Let me mark where you're starting.
Oh yeah.
So right now we have a general path, but if that does not look good, then
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
I'm reserving the right to change it as necessary. That's why I said that's the
Okay.
path I'll
It's just
follow.
perfectly their
unless-
path.
That's the path I'm going to try to follow. Unless something feels wrong, then I'm going to go elsewhere.
Got it. Okay. So
Or
you,
instead of that, it's just like all the red spots on his map.
Yeah, just like undead, giant amalgamation right here. Some more
Quicksand.
undead.
Oh, I didn't even
you guys
think
beat your rowboat and make your way onto the sand.
I immediately cast Enhance ability.
On all right. What
Myself.
ability are you enhancing?
The strength
The
one.
penis ability,
Full strength.
because it's important.
Full strength. Okay. So you guys beach,
just wasn't funny.
and you begin to step forward. You begin walking. I need you to make that perception check.
Can I also make a perception?
If I may, can I use survival for it? Because the idea is to
Say what?
Can I also make a perception check?
Sure. Make a perception check. And you're just trying to track them, right?
Yeah,
So
so
go ahead
the
and make
idea-
the survival check.
Yeah, so the idea is I'm trying to track them to go not where they are.
Okay.
Which one?
Crit.
Okay.
23.
You guys step off of the boat. You begin to look around and kind of look over. You don't see any kind of path. Nothing whatsoever, just flat sand everywhere. And as you step aboard and you start casting this spell and you guys get ready, you kind of hitch the boat up to the thing. You immediately, spider senses go off. And you're like, nope, there has to be a dozen skeletons lying just in front of you everywhere, ready for an ambush.
You guys,
What's
picked
up?
a wrong place to land. Let's go somewhere else.
What do you mean?
There's some problems basically 5 feet ahead of us. A lot
Well,
of
let's
them.
not deal with those. I get back in the boat.
Closer,
Just-
5 feet ahead of us? if I can?
Push it back in and get back in the boat.
Can I try to look closer now that he's pointed it out? It says like 5 feet ahead of us. There's.
As you
stuff.
begin to look, you see some of the flat bit of sand. You watch as a little hole, and sand begins to go in it, you know?
Yeah.
And a skeletal hand comes out about 50 feet away.
I don't think they're gonna let us leave.
Well, the boat just needs to be pushed into the water and we can leave.
Another
I
one.
start pushing the
Another
boat on
one.
the water. Get
Yeah,
in.
we're pushing the
You
boat.
guys
up.
easily all get back in the boat. I'm assuming you're going. You guys begin to paddle off and make your way off the boat, and you watch as
All right.
You know,
10 skeletons all begin to kind of wander forward, some of them grabbing bows and
Oh Jesus.
firing arrows that go into the water and just go miss as they all just kind of stand there. Then eventually in this haunting pose, they all just kind of stand silently watching you as you make your way off this 10 row of skeletons as you all just back off of the shore.
It's interesting.
Game of
All right, so if
Thrones.
you've got a radar, let's just.
I don't know if it'll work every time,
You
but that
know,
one made a pretty obvious hole in the ground there.
I
And
would
check
have
the other
said
side.
if we're fast enough, just get the fuck out of there. But then that one started shooting arrows at
I
us.
also don't want to wake
I don't
up.
like that.
Also don't want to wake up every skeleton on this dune. We don't know how many there are. There's 12 in just that little spot.
Yeah, no,
Could
I,
be
I
hundreds
saw
and
'em. I
hundreds.
saw all of them.
Really wish having a deck wizard.
All right, I'm gonna say
She's
let's.
like a big fireball.
What do you think will come to here?
I have absolutely no objections.
Yeah.
You know what? We could just go right there.
He is magic.
Try. Why don't we?
Did you
Wait.
have any
Why
bait?
don't we actually do that?
Do what?
Yeah, Jacob, we're gonna sail in that huge gap between the rocks and
unless
the
we
dunes.
can't. Unless there's
We're
a
gonna
genuine
try
reason
and
why we
beach like
can't.
right there.
You want to beach up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a reason that we can't? Like, does it like raise? Does it?
What
Is
do
there
you
anything? Is there anything that obviously makes it to where that doesn't work?
So
That
you're
I'm not
wanting to
seeing.
beach there and then just continue up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna beeline all the way around the sand, pretty much.
Okay.
So
Unless that just that also could just
We're
not
gonna-
work. So let's.
As you make your way along and you start going up along the side and you continue up, cliffs begin to kind of go upwards.
Alright.
And you would have to climb cliff sides up to that point.
What's the furthest we can get that isn't
I'm so
cliffs?
sorry. I just straight smacked the mic. What's up, guys?
As long as the low end is still pushed off of those, that won't affect
Is that some kind of ASMR for
In
you?
here,
Hmm?
that's where you can beach.
Gotcha.
Well, that just
I
sucks
don't know
my
why
dick.
it didn't do that.
Yeah.
So we'll try the other
So
side
then,
then.
yeah,
That was my idea.
pretty much
initially.
right the barrier that you marked on the other side. That's where we're going.
Let me see.
See that little dash that I put there?
Yep. Okay.
You know, if this
Take the
if that happens once or twice more, I think I'm going to officially say that I hate this place.
It's interesting. Didn't think I would
I wouldn't call it
See,
interesting.
humanoid skeletons anytime soon.
If
Yeah.
it gets bad enough, we can always take a few out.
You guys want a cool picture?
That is
Cool
really cool.
picture.
Hard home.
That is pretty cool.
There's a lot of moss.
It's like what's going on right now.
Used to skeletons of
Like
sea
fish?
creatures. Yeah, like fish, sharks,
Who the hell makes those?
people down below that don't.
Poseidon.
You guys
do
beach
the
right
same
on that
thing
little
as
corner bit
What
and
these clerics do.
make your way over. A few more minutes pass, maybe about 2 p.m. at this
We'll,
point.
take that shot again.
Go ahead.
I will also look.
Not nearly as good this time. That would be a. This is 9. It's 15.
Okay.
19.
You guys see a calm beach before you. Waves kind of lapping up the side of the sand. As you look around and see the distant dunes. You don't see anything out of the ordinary here.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw a little bit of the pathway, show you, and then every
So I noticed on there what you guys were trying to do, and I'm gonna burst your bubble a little bit here. With how this runs and how the game is gonna work, cannot move diagonally. It can only go up, down, left, or right.
Okay.
according to squares.
If you want to move to a square, you have to go. It has to be adjacent, and it can't be diagonal. So from where you are, which I know where you are, is on that little corner bit. Are you going to go
straight back over?
Are you going to go north or west?
Thinking
Right from that angle, we're gonna
It would
kind of
be
end
north.
on the far corner of that central square.
Okay.
it would be north. I know what you're. I know
And
what you're asking.
then we're gonna go west.
So you're going to go northwest. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head north.
I'm gonna keep a spotty eye out too. I'll probably be behind him, but
Okay.
yeah, not great.
You begin to make your way up 50 feet distance. You start walking upwards.
Oh, we're off the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, you're off the boat. You're making your way up north. You've walked for quite a while now. Since you're entering this new square, go ahead and make me that perception and survival check again.
21.
15.
15.
I'm sorry, 22.
I'm behind, so it doesn't matter.
Rosalie, you notice that there is a path. You can see a carved path moving, not where you're standing, but about maybe 200-300 feet, 150 feet to directly to the west of where you are right now. So you guys are heading. So you guys were on that first one, and then you're going this
Yes.
way, and then your path leads you to the west one, right? This way.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell there's a path over there,
There's a path over there.
and then you notice that there are skeletons here,
Right where we are.
right where you are.
Alright, well, let's figure out where that path starts because we're.
And since you can't be surprised by them, you are fully aware that they are about to attack.
I also can't be surprised with them.
You know that as well.
I
I'll
also.
be like, hey, the skeleton. Hey guys, get ready. We got a path, but gotta fight through something.
What do you mean, get rid?
Out of the sand, 8 skeletons show up, and they come out, and they're just kind of creaking down. They're rotted, disgusting looking, as they kind of make their
gonna
way
fuck 'em
closer
up.
towards you. Everybody, roll initiative, and put yourselves down on
Nice,
this
man.
map right
Thanks,
here.
man. That's the only 20 I'm ever gonna get. Oh, beautiful. So 50 feet, you guys.
Yep.
This episode is sponsored by not having a combat
Board. I know.
board that you can see.
We're gonna get one too.
It's
Yeah.
on its way soon.
Is it actually on its way? Or?
Well, on its way soon.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Like,
As in, we're working on
we
it.
will very soon. We will have one very soon.
Whenever we get the sponsorships in from Tim's game,
Yeah.
that's gonna go straight to a
Yes.
Chimera. So
Chimera.
Close to a month?
Why would
Cameron.
we get it?
Well, because they're cool. And they're like 2 animals in one. It's like a super pet.
Alright.
Super pet.
So we'd be like up here, I'm guessing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
But Big Red
Throw
killed
me
it.
over there. What?
Big Red killed it. He killed
Oh,
the
shit, he did.
Yeah.
Is he Hemo?
I guess it was technically a chimera. Actually, when I ran it in Tesseract, it was a young white dragon.
Oh.
Or like a white dragon wormling. Probably a wormling. Having fun over there?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Mr. DM, sir.
Okay.
Do you guys think skeletons can hear?
Nah.
Yes.
If they can see.
They can see, they can hear.
Jacob, can skeletons hear?
I don't know. Can
yeah,
they?
it's
I
gonna
mean-
be.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
'cause
asking you
let's,
guys.
Because they take vocal commands.
Let's see.
So they would have to be able to hear.
11 on my history check.
I didn't tell you to roll history. You don't know if they can hear or not.
I would say they could.
It's more of just a fun question. I have to test it either way.
I would say yes.
I would also say yes. But maybe that one doesn't have the ability to hear. Maybe he was deaf in
Because
his life.
it's similar to like, yeah, that's fair. It's like sentient weapons.
Mm.
How they're aware of communication,
But
but
they don't have
it's all
ears.
magical.
Yeah.
Cyrus.
23, and it was a nat 20. If you
Wow.
want.
Timo.
6.
Timo.
Why'd you
Timo?
call him Timo?
I said Hemo. Rosalie.
Go
25.
back to the film.
Darren.
6. Sorry, 10. Why did I say 6?
He probably
Because
will.
that's a cool cat.
All right, Rosalie, it's your turn.
Fuck
You're
you.
surrounded by skeletons right now.
I got a 16.
I got a 20.
I know.
I'm not skipping this song because it's a bop.
I mean,
I ate a
being
tiger, I ate a
You
tiger.
guys are surprised, I think.
We are the surprises.
Are they surprised or are we?
They surprise it? No, nobody's surprised it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, actually,
They gave
you
us-
two are surprised.
Okay, yeah.
So they're you guys are just basically getting your turn to skip. That sucks. Sorry.
Jacob. This
Oh
isn't-
no, I'll say they warned you.
Yeah,
so
they did.
Fuck it. No,
they
you guys get
actually
your
did.
turns. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Jacob, this isn't difficult terrain at all because of the sand, right?
Let me double check.
We see your ears twitch. We're like, oh, okay,
My
skeletons
ears
are
twitch?
coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosalie's ears twitch.
Are my ears covered at all? No.
The fuck?
I guess it wouldn't be covered.
The actual lyrics to this song are hilarious.
Why?
It's a wedding song. This is like marry the girl, marry the
Oh,
girl.
that's so
Yeah, it's
weird.
hilarious.
Oh.
Something like that. I don't know.
Why does the screen keep flickering?
I don't know.
It's just repeating itself.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So difficult terrain or?
It looks like it's up to the DM. I couldn't find anything.
Why'd you look it up?
Maybe for the book or
Just
something.
Google.
Don't look it up.
Okay.
The Ghosts of Saltmarsh might specify
Hmm.
that it's difficult terrain.
Holy crap, are those Lloyds from Animal Crossing? I
Yeah.
like cactuses.
Yeah, I knew you were going with that.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty.
It does not specify anything, so no, not difficult terrain.
Cool. I move
Also, what
right here.
What's up with the sun here? Is it like, are there 2 of them? See how they're casting directional shadows? Is that just an illusion on my part?
There are 2 suns in.
It's probably
No, it looks right to me.
Looks like 2 suns to me.
just a lower sun.
Oh, that's okay. I get that.
I'd like to move here and try to. No, there's no point.
Just
in
to
trying
remind you guys, don't forget that we're playing at that diagonal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at this fine fellow.
All right, throw a dagger at him.
I thought we all agreed we hated that rule.
Yeah, we do. We absolutely hate it.
I don't know.
Who came up with it?
Who came up with it?
Yeah, the diagonal one.
DM's guide.
Oh. Well, fuck you, guy that wrote that passage.
That's an 18 to hit.
He wrote the
And
Leviticus of
18
the
to hit,
DM's
you throw a
guide.
dagger,
The Leviticus.
Yeah.
breaks a bunch of bone when you roll damage.
That would be 8 damage.
8 damage.
Such an abstract.
Nice
It's
roll.
max.
Is that magic damage?
Ew, it's my flame dagger-y thing.
Oh,
right?
cool.
The rune
magic damage
dagger.
What?
My flame
I
dagger.
didn't mean to ask you
There's a
about the
runic
magic shit. That didn't matter.
Okay.
I was gonna say skeleton.
That reminds me. It's
Yours is also +1, so it's cool.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
good.
remember what it does though.
Oh wait, no, I don't have a flame dagger. It's not magical. My armor is flame. I don't
Got it.
remember
So
what
you
it
do
does.
how much damage again?
8. And then I'd like to move right here and try to hide from just these 2.
Make that stealth check.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. They're
I
fully
go, I'm
aware that
gonna
you.
run over here and
slip.
hide.
You like slip.
Quicksand.
Cyrus, your turn.
Just don't
Um,
look over here behind this rock.
I'm gonna be that
That's where I'm
guy.
hiding.
Okay.
Are we getting our turn skipped?
No.
I told you they warned
That's
you.
right. Okay.
We said, hey,
Yeah.
get ready.
No, you're good.
I'm going to.
The benefit of having
5, 10.
2 people in the party
It's
that
gonna be
can't be
difficult to run
surprised.
over that rock, bud.
That's a
It's a cactus.
cactus. I just swore
It's a
between
cra-
the two of them.
It's a cactus?
It's a
Yeah.
cactus.
Yeah, it's a
Cactus.
There's not rocks right there?
No.
No, those are cactus. They're just
It's
a
thin
different
ones.
type.
Oh,
of
so you
cacti.
got it. So you just
Yeah.
slip in between it. Yep. Okay, you go right there.
Don't prick
And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the nearest boy.
Ooh.
So.
I love seeing the spell be cast.
He's sorcerer.
Did not
Oh,
know
it's an
that.
attack.
Hope you're liking the shot of my stomach right now.
It was beautiful, my dude. So we are going to go ahead. We're gonna
my
I'm gonna
favorite
drop
part of
that in
editing.
there. Let me move over, see what my bonus is.
What is-
That is a
It's the
+5.
weird
There we
angles
go.
that people are in it sometimes.
15.
15.
Hit.
15 definitely hits.
Oh,
You kind of
okay.
conjure forth the lightning that arcs between the two of you, and it just kind of stagnates there as you concentrate on it.
What is this?
It's a
D12.
It's a D12.
What the?
Hey, you want
They
to
make
use
them?
You want to use the fancy witch bolt D12? No.
That's what you get for making fun of it.
You roll a
One
1.
lightning damage, bud. Very
Lightning
nice.
Damage.
Oh, which one are you doing that at?
Doesn't matter if it's 1 damage.
It does matter.
It's the closest one to me. Thank you.
The mummy one right there.
That's a
It's
9.
close. I
The-
think I'll keep
that-
it.
Yeah,
that
the
one?
mummy one.
All right.
Fun fact.
Hey guys,
I have no idea
I'm
where to get the rest.
suicidal.
I have no idea where to get the rest of that set.
Did your camera move back?
He moved it.
I did
Oh,
because I'm standing. So the one that you just did a lightning bolt at
Where's my
is
keys?
going to actually make its way over towards you. It's going to go
This
one
one?
space, 5 feet. Yep, 5 feet right there.
I'm gonna tell him to fuck off and
That's
hope that he goes
diagonally, you
somewhere
can't do
else.
that.
You can move diagonally.
No, he cheated.
You
He
can
cheated.
move diagonally, guys.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just
We're,
gonna.
we're just being
That's not
salty.
how it works.
I don't care.
And he pulls out a short sword. It's this rusty-looking blade. You're definitely going to get tetanus from this. And he goes to attack you with it.
That's a no thank
It's
you
alright.
from me.
Rosalie secretly backs
However,
against
it is a 7, and you just barely kind of dodge out of the way as he
Yeah.
swings and misses. And the one that you just threw a dagger at, Rosalie, is going to come right over to you. It's
Is it
going to
this
go
dude?
5,
I'm totally
5,
hidden.
10, 15.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, perfect, right there. And it also pulls out a
Oh,
sword. And
Polar Mastery. It's within my range. I'm gonna use my reaction to opportunity attack it.
you can do that when it enters your space?
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome!
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Morgan has that feat too.
So you're just ready and you just skewer him.
And I got a 17 to hit.
Crack a bunch of ribs as he makes his way over towards you.
And
Oh, nice.
it does 14 damage.
As he walks over and he's like charging after Rosalie with like a sword, you literally just swing it around your head and whack the head off of it. Explodes,
Awesome.
and the skeleton just falls into a bunch of pieces, sinks into the sand.
Got your back.
Thank you. I thought I was hidden.
You might have slipped a little bit.
That skeleton down there.
Is it?
Yeah, he's gonna walk right over towards you. He's gonna go 5, 15, and then he's gonna get right next to you and short sword attack.
Oh, well. Can't hit
It
that
gets
one.
a 14.
Or I could, but I already used my reaction.
Just misses. The other one right there, yeah, it's gonna go
Oops, sorry, Mike. Where?
just diagonally.
10?
5,
Oh, it's just 5.
5.
Okay.
It's 5, then it's 10.
Next one, 10, 15, 20.
Here?
No, down. 20, 25. One more. Perfect. And it's gonna pull out its bow and arrow and fire an arrow at you. Ooh. 17.
That'll hit.
All right. That's gonna be 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Sorry, guys.
You good?
That's cool.
Okay, then, that mummy one right there, it's gonna go, no. Yep. It's gonna go diagonally, 5, 10,
That's 15.
no, not diagonally again, 10, then 15, and then 20. Or
That'd
30,
be
I guess.
25.
Right there, either way. And it's going to get right next to you and stab you with the sword. Gosh dang it, they like hitting you with a 19.
Of course they do.
And that is 6 piercing damage, sorry. The actual skeleton one right there is gonna go diagonally twice
Which way?
towards Cyrus. 5, 15, and it's gonna shoot an arrow at Cyrus.
I'll ask him politely to not shoot at me.
He says, "Okay," and hits the ground.
Thanks, dude. See, this is what communication gets you in a relationship.
It's true.
And then the zombie right next
right
to him is
next to
gonna
him,
run
yeah.
straight for Cyrus. Right there. He's gonna
That's like
do
30.
Yeah.
They have like a 40, so these
It's
guys.
actually just
Yeah.
20.
It's short enough. He can make it. No
Yeah, I'm not.
Natural 1. He just pulls out his sword and his
I
arm
am
flies off.
invincible.
You weren't kidding, were you?
Yeah.
All right, Darren, it's your turn.
Every attack missed besides the 2 on me.
Sorry, man. That's how the dice roll.
So
That's how I roll. Tesseract.
Gonna try to be too cool, which is gonna probably
Gonna be in the middle.
Gonna move up to there,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack this one,
Okay.
and then with my extra attack, I'll attack this one,
Okay.
and then using Polearm Mastery, I'll use my bonus action to hit this one with the butt of the glaive.
So you're just gonna fucking spin, basically.
Well, no, it's like doing one long swing to hit those two, and then as I get there, I'll stop, and I'm gonna jut it back.
Nice.
awesome.
That's really
So
cool.
cool, dude. Awesome. Very cool.
So first attack is a 15.
15 will hit.
Second attack is a 14,
You hit through both of them.
and then the butt attack is a 21.
21, yeah. Bam! You hit him right in
So
the
first
chest.
skeleton will take. I can reroll 1s and 2s because it's Great Weapon Master. 7 damage to the first one.
Whew.
Second one will take 13 damage.
That's a lot better than one.
So you cleave through the first one and,
Uh-huh.
and like break a couple of ribs, and then the second one you bam hit. It's like you pent up a bunch of strength and hit the spine on that one. It
I
explodes.
should say the glaive. What it does is it's like kind of like a pole arm, and then at the end it comes out into like 2 forks, and then
Oh,
on
nice.
each side of the fork is a blade.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You cut him clean in half. That one's
and
gone.
then the strike
done?
back.
It's dead.
The strike
No.
back.
That one's dead.
The strike back will do 7 damage.
What kind of damage?
Magic bludgeoning.
So it's dead
a plus
as
one.
well. You just explode that one.
I'll keep them.
So 2 hit you and you kill 2 of
So
them.
I went up there, went
Alright.
through, and then
Which one was the one behind them? What kind of? was it
Uh,
mummy?
so-
Skeleton. Yeah.
it was the skeleton and a mummy that I
Awesome.
killed.
And then the last
And that's my turn.
skeleton is going to knock an arrow and fire it at Hemo.
I say,
Who
hey,
the hell is that?
that's not cool. It's not.
This
15?
Doesn't hit.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
I have 18.
He already
Awesome,
shot
just
at me.
misses. It's your turn, Hemo.
Hey Jacob, do you have the right number of skeletons down?
Is it that
be 8.
that paladin over there is one of
Yeah.
them? Okay, that's who it is.
Oh, I did not realize that was.
Yeah.
I'm going to run forward. 10,
Yeah, because I've
15.
killed 3
Okay.
of them.
And then with my shield, shove him prone.
Awesome.
I love that.
So
I love that
it's a
ability so
contest?
much. You just go. Pop.
Yeah. Got a natural 20.
Well, he just sucks.
And so he's prone. While he's prone, I'm going to take my sword and stab it into him.
Awesome, cool. So you just come over and bam, hit him. He falls prone onto the ground.
You know, I
right.
love that we found
Prone
out that
gives
you
me
can
advantage, right?
Yes.
use your attacks on different targets.
Man,
That's
that
not
sucks.
the one I'm focusing on, is it? I'm pretty sure I'm focusing on the zombie, right?
Why?
Witch bolt.
Which bolt is on the one that already died?
What?
Wait, sorry. Which one did you do which bolt on?
Pretty sure it's this zombie
It's
here,
the dude in front, but directly in front.
right in front of me.
It's the mummy, the mummy with missing an arm.
I thought that one died. The one you did it on. I'll apply it to him, I guess.
Okay.
No, I thought you had done it to the guy to your left, who was the closest to you. It's the
No.
mummy one that already died.
All right. He's alive right now. Tim's killing that guy.
The only reason I say this is because none of the ones that are currently alive are just missing 1 health.
Yeah.
I got a 16 to hit.
16 definitely hits.
Okay. And 7 damage.
Awesome. That's to the mummy
The
one
mummy,
right in front
yes.
of
What damage did you deal? Did you do it to a mummy?
1 lightning damage. No, I did it to the skeleton.
Well, yeah, but like the mini that you have to chart it in there. I want to know because Witch Bolt is my next action, and it's
So there
going
were
to
2
continue.
mummy minis.
Yes.
So that one is not taking any
Okay.
damage, and the other one had. I'm pretty sure it got killed, but it's totally fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just applied it to that.
Yeah, I'll just. Let me know.
Nobody did enough, not enough damage
Yeah,
for
of course.
1 damage difference. Rosalie, it's your turn.
Okay, I'd like to throw a dagger at this guy right here.
Okay. You're gonna throw a dagger from melee.
I'm going to stab him with a dagger. With 18 to hit.
Question
18 hits.
question to my rogue friend here. Do I just need to be within the enemy's? Do I have to be adjacent to him,
You have to
or
be within 5
since?
feet of them.
You have to be within 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it being within my attack range does
Doesn't
not
matter.
give you.
Unfortunately, not.
5
It's not like you have to be with. Huh?
damage.
5
And then
damage.
I use my bonus action to stab him again. With a 9.
He's dead.
What? He dies?
He did.
With the
Oh,
first
no, no,
attack?
no. Did you get a 9 on
I got a
attack?
9 on attack.
He's still alive, just barely. Cyrus?
Okay, so I have this spell cast. I currently have both my hands kind of clasped around my heart, and I'm just rapidly moving the fingers and speaking like silently and primordial. And I have this tiny little burned twig that's pointed at him.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna
Very
keep
cool.
it up. Shit and primordial. I don't fucking know. I'm saying I am casting the spell that is Witch Bolt. I am casting it right now.
That's the other spell that I know. So
That would be a 12.
That's the other language I know.
A 12 to hit again?
No,
No, it just
automatic
does the
12
damage.
damage.
That's right. It is 12 automatic damage. He
Yeah.
boom explodes in slow mo as all of the bones just go everywhere.
That took a little longer than I wanted it to.
The spell ends, and I'll reach for a
Wait,
weapon.
wait, I thought you were on the zombie.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
Yes, me too. But it's okay. We're moving forward.
Special,
We're taking them out.
special witch bolt.
Is that all you're doing?
That is my attack action.
Okay.
Fun fact, I've never been able to find the rest of this set because when I bought, remember that like little dice cups that I had?
Sorry,
This
one quick
came with
sec.
the dice cup, and I've never been able to find the rest of this set.
So you
I
only
can't
have
do
the
2
D12.
weapons.
So I only have the
Episode.
D12, and the D12 was like the most useless one.
Unless you have like a bonus
It's like,
action.
it was nice because I got the
Cantrip.
cup when I played my barbarian, and he used a great axe,
Oh.
and then Zephyr used a great
I
axe.
could've-
Technically,
so-
you didn't cast the spell.
I
so
could have done the gust of wind with the tempest magic if I had done it last round
Oh,
as my bonus action. So I will just hold it. I'll stand there, hold my ground, and reach for a weapon.
all right. The guy right next to you, he's gonna try to stab Hemo.
Okay.
Gets a 6.
Yeah, definitely.
Misses. Oh, he's prone. He's gonna stand up
And then
and
attack
attack you.
Yeah.
Then the skeleton one right there is gonna fire an arrow at Cyrus. 12.
Nope.
All right. The one right in front of Rosalie
probably
is gonna do
Would
a.
clink off my armor.
Huh?
With that, it would clink off my armor.
Oh yeah, pink. Just goes right off your armor.
I think so.
This guy right there is gonna attack you, Rosalie, with a 14. And it's Darren's turn.
I will attack the one attacking Rosalie
All right.
with a 15. So I'll use
Stab
my
right
first
into it.
attack there. Let's see if this kills it. With 7
Stab.
damage. Cool. And then because you can attack other targets and you can move in between attacks, I'm going to go.
Do you have multi-attack?
I do.
Huh.
Bloodhunters.
5, 10,
Oh.
15, 20, 25.
Whoa, whoa,
And-
whoa, 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 whoa. Go
I'm
back.
sorry, that was some diagonal movement,
Okay.
wasn't it, my friend?
So 5,
5,
10,
10,
25.
25, 30. Okay. So I think I can get
Your reach wouldn't get to it.
Yeah, what?
What?
No,
Yeah.
it.
5? No,
5, 10, 15, 25. Yep, that would do it. I have 10-foot reach.
Okay, I said. that's 10 foot.
No, I don't want to do that though.
Okay.
Instead, I'll just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll attack this one.
Perfect. Yeah.
Uh,
go to stab him.
So first attack is a 12.
12 does not hit, actually. You get
And
up
then-
and you start to charge him, and you just kind of pick right off his armor.
And as that bounces off, I'll kind of flip it around and
Awesome. Tink.
bonus action to try to do that with a 17.
Yeah. Roll damage. That's
And
bludgeoning.
that'll do, yep. So I'll do 8. So times 2, 16 bludgeoning.
That was 8 bludgeoning
8
damage?
bludgeoning. 4 plus the 4 because it uses my modifiers.
3 modifier, it's a +1.
So 4.
So 16
So,
bludgeoning damage?
yeah,
So
and it
you,
just doubled.
you bounce off its armor and then you whip it around and just boom! Just hit it and it just explodes into a ton of bones that go everywhere. All over Hemo. Hemo, just bones hitting you. You're getting boned.
I spit out like a wishbone or something.
Nice.
Even though
Which
they
one
give
was
it
that
a
you
color
just
for
killed?
that.
What kind of
spit
spit
it out and you realize it was the bigger
was
half.
This dude. It was the
The
other
mummy?
mummy.
Okay.
It had
So I
just gonna
I killed the mummy and whatever one was attacking Rosalie.
That guy right there, he's gonna actually back up
The Templar
5 to 10
boy?
feet.
Mhm.
Or he'll go diagonally and go 15.
Here?
No, up one more.
Here?
Nope.
Here.
Nope.
Where?
Diagonally one more back. Yep. And he's going to
Why'd you
shoot
say
at
that?
'Cause it's up for him.
Cyrus.
There's a rock.
There's a huge rock in the way.
It's Cyrus?
Between
right
us,
here.
yeah.
Right? Maybe I'm dumb.
The sand and dust makes it weird, but there's
Yeah.
definitely a rock in the way. I have half.
Oh, you're
I would
totally
have
right.
half
I can't
cover.
see it from mine. Yeah.
So I have a +2 to my AC, unless he wants to
Or you
move.
could just go right there.
That's better.
There we go.
Cool.
There's a cactus in the way.
No.
Not the cactus.
He can't shoot my shins.
No, Cactus Jack.
21.
Oh.
Well, that depends.
This guy's not messing around.
Rolled.
What is a 21?
21 is 17 plus 4.
Is that a number on the numerical scale greater
if
than
you
15?
Flip it around.
Ooh. 7 piercing damage, Cyrus.
I take none of that because I have the cool feat. 7?
Hemo, it's your turn, yeah.
Isn't there something that like reduces damage by a certain number of points?
Yeah.
It's a monk. Deflect missiles.
No,
No.
that's not what I'm talking about.
It's like damage reduction by 2 or something.
Yeah.
I think it might be in other systems. I'm not sure if it's
I
in
think it's
this.
like heavily armored. Is that it? The feat?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Who needs that feat though?
Everybody
Heavily
has
armored
some
is-
awesome feet.
Heavily armored is really nice
No,
for until
it's-
level 5.
It's heavy armor expert.
Shove.
Whichever one it is, it gives you the
barbarian.
damage reduction of
Yeah.
3 versus non-magical
That's what I'm talking
bludgeoning
about.
versus
Really
slashing.
good.
Really good until like
Strength
level
contest.
5, then it's like, kind of falls off a little bit. But
Ooh, 18.
Every bit helps.
Nope. Got a 22.
once you get a
Bam!
higher
You hit him.
level, it's
Falls
like
flat in the sand.
And
Well,
then
everything
strike him with
has-
the sword.
I would disagree.
magical.
You need to be like Captain America, dude. You need to have like a sharp
I
shield.
already am like.
I know. Just
With
like, dude,
multi-attack,
just
it
stab
reduces
with the
every
shield.
Except people
damage.
don't trust
Yeah,
what I
You're
say.
Unless it's
effectively
magical.
You're
It's
effectively
only non-magical.
negating like up to 12 damage.
Well, it's
Yeah.
only, it's only
No,
non-
I
You're
know,
Tony
but,
Stark, but with
That's
Captain
what
America's
that's what makes it.
abilities.
That's what makes
I'm
it.
not even
if
like
it-
Tony Stark.
If it also
Okay,
reduced like
Pick your
non-magical,
fights.
then it would be like, oh my goodness.
21?
It's the overpowered, yeah.
21 definitely hits.
Okay.
That would be like lucky tier if it.
And 9 damage.
9 damage. That's a zombie one
Yep.
or a skeleton.
No. Yeah, this is actual skeleton.
You stab into him. You break a bunch of like the pelvis bone and
The pelvis
a bunch
bone.
of ribs as well, and it's still up though.
I am skilled in breaking pelvises.
Hell yeah!
Nice, dude. Rosalie, it's your turn.
Tim, you get a baller point for that.
Thanks, man.
Feel-
I'll,
feel
let
like
me add
someone-
that to my
feel
notes.
feel like you should get an inspiration point for that.
I don't. I, if he does, I take
I,
it away.
I don't know what's happening.
What? Look, Rosalie, you don't need to be jealous.
Can you kill that strange
jealous.
paladin shaped? It's probably a mirage. That's what it is. He looks
Dagger
badass.
at him.
Chuck a dagger.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oof.
I wanted to kill
Get that
the boomerang. I'd be like,
Oh my god.
Wait, why the fuck would you have a boomerang?
he has a boomerang.
You live underwater, bitch.
I just learned how to use a boomerang.
Picked it up when he went ashore.
12
I
damage.
found a stick. This must be a weapon.
I have a reason for it. I have a
12
reason for
damage.
it.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Ah, you nearly kill him.
And I throw
Some
another
of his,
dagger at
some of
him.
his
roll attack.
gladiatorial battles were in.
That's funny.
No.
No, like I actually have
Yeah,
a reason.
no,
He's at
it's-
1
it's
health,
fine,
and
it's
you
just
just
funny.
miss. And he's just sweet.
I glare at him to try to get him to die.
All right, Cyrus.
I can come up with a reason for anything, whether or not
So-
it's stupid.
There's just an arrow like right between 2 slits in my armor. I just look at it. Palm pistol. Fucking shoot him. It's like,
Blast
here's
him.
another one back at you. 16?
He's got 1 health, and that's the one right there, right?
Yeah.
Paladin.
Yeah. So you miss the dagger, and you just glare at him, and then you watch
His head
ear-
pops.
a bunch of bone goes out the side of his head, and he
Yeah.
falls on the ground and sinks into the sand.
Well,
This guy?
that's for later now,
This
because
guy?
I can't shoot that again.
Assuming this guy.
Yeah.
Like ever?
No, I have to reload
You
it,
have to
so...
one use.
I thought
5,
maybe you only bought one piece of ammo or something.
15, 20. I'll stand... Do we have flanking rules on this?
So flanking's weird. You can get flanking so long as you can give me a skill check and
He's prone.
explain how you're flanking.
He's prone.
He's prone. He's advantage anyways.
I'm back up anyway.
All
That was my attack.
right. It's his turn, and he pulls out a knife, and he just
A knife.
goes to stab right behind, trying to
Does
go
he
for you.
stand
Does
up?
he stand up?
No, he'll stay prone.
Okay. Does that mean he has disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Fuck. Why did you
Disadvantage
have
on all
that?
attack
He
rolls.
stands up, and then he stabs you, but he gets a 9, so he just misses. All right, Darren, it's your turn.
Gonna throw the boomerang at him.
Gonna throw the boomerang.
Gonna throw the
at him.
boomerang at him.
You know what I've realized?
Yes.
Ooh, that's it.
That's a 19 to hit.
Roll damage.
It's bludgeoning because it's a boomerang.
That's actually.
God damn it.
It just takes
That's
bones with
That's
it.
5 damage, so it's 10.
How do you do this?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Those things are so hard to throw. And
He
then
just
they come
turns
back to
and he
you.
tries to stab you, and when
Yeah.
he just like clanks off your armor, and then just out of nowhere
I'm
you
like
just hear,
pulling out my gun.
you just hear, and then his head's gone, like taken off.
And then it just comes back around. You just catch it.
Fun
as,
fact, it actually doesn't. It falls
Yeah.
there, but if I ever miss an attack, then it comes back to me.
They only come back when you miss.
So
you still
so
need-
you look down and the head is in the ground with a little like stick.
I pick it up and pull the stick off. The hell is this?
I think it's called a boomerang.
You threw a fucking stick at
Yeah.
it?
Down in the gladiator pits, I was kind of famous for it.
You're in the gladiator pits.
Well, yeah, it's rite of passage.
I'm gonna
Definitely.
try and throw
For-
it back to you.
It's rite of passage for.
And it comes back to me. What's the damage for it?
A D4. Are you gonna take damage?
I don't know how to catch this shit. I tried to throw it and I missed your AC.
Take
So
one
I'm like,
damage.
the hell is this? I yeet it at him. Oh shit. Ow, fuck!
Oh yeah, it does that.
Throwing a boomerang at yourself.
Almost break it. No.
So
Sticks are
yeah, down at home, at least where I was
Keep
raised,
that
we
thing
have a
away
little-
from me.
Little like air bubble type thing.
Okay.
Someone made a long time ago, someone in my family, and we used to train against beasts down there, which is why I know as much as I do.
And they kill beasts with
And,
cursed sticks.
I was the only person dumb enough, as they put it, to try the boomerang.
Gotcha.
Seems
Never
like
failed
a
me yet.
pretty dumb weapon.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah,
We should
And
probably
for
get going
game's
before
sake.
more show up.
I'll pick it up.
that's ideal.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a way. There is that path down there. It might be worth checking out.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's that way.
Let's go.
So you make your way.
Heading towards that path, whichever way that is.
Let me. Where are you right now?
Wherever you said that
wherever
we saw the
that
path.
happened at.
I think we
So
moved one.
that combat happened here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rosalie sees a path here.
Okay.
The way
Once you
we-
Oh, the
get
way
here.
we're going. Perfect.
Once you get here, do you want to try to find the path?
Yeah.
All right, make that perception check.
Come on.
I'll help.
Can I try and help with that? We're a bit behind.
Yeah. Go ahead and have advantage.
Oh.
23.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
God.
Rosalie
Plus 6.
immediately
Slow down a bit.
sees what is
That hurts, man.
very common to you. This is a path used by pirates and possibly smugglers and things along the lines of that, of like a secret route. Something you found in Waterdeep, things you found in your past a lot of the time. So
know
you
how to find
easily
shit on
find
the
it out and you're
road.
like, the pirates literally carved a path that they followed to avoid the skeletons. And you follow it with ease, absolute ease.
Oh yeah, there's nothing
In
around
fact,
here.
the way that this works is that when you get on this path, you make a perception check, and whatever the check equals is how many of the spaces you go along the path.
So you go 23 spaces. If you want to draw the path out for us.
Yeah, well, you fucking beat this thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And we killed some Skeltals along the way.
I hope I performed admirably in my first combat with you guys.
Well, you killed
Yeah,
it
you
with
did
a
alright.
stick. That's something. Can you call that admirable?
Killing something with a stick?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen
we all
men kill
kinda
each
do.
other with chairs. It's crazy.
That's fair. But that
I'm
one,
killing with like a metal stick.
That thing's cursed.
Is it?
Why? 'Cause
No, it
it's
just
smacked
comes
you.
back to you. I'll grab it and I'll toss
I'll
it,
fucking land in the sand.
and it spins around. I just catch it. It's designed to come back if I miss.
So you can throw it again.
Well, your
I forgot
entryway
my
is not
daggers.
necessarily
Shit.
correct, as you found a bunch of skeletons along the way. This path, Rosalie, leads you down over the course of about 10 minutes. Leads you all the way out of the sand with
Perfect.
no skeletons attacking you.
Mr. Diaz,
This is
sir,
what we'll give to our good
Would you
friends
allow me
over
to
at
have picked up my
That's
daggers?
ideal.
man with the weird
You're gonna
accent.
go find it.
Oh, we figured it out.
Make a perception check.
19.
You find them.
Oh, cool.
Did it seem as if there were undead like nearby any of these, or was it more like?
You don't know.
Did
Okay.
any of the undead
You just
have...
followed a path that Rosalie carved out, and while you walked along it, what the game describes this as is like an undead minefield. You didn't trigger any mines.
Gotcha.
However, you did on the way in.
Yeah.
So,
But we
We
went.
got
So as long as we can find wherever the path starts, we should be good.
yep.
We got a little
All
lucky,
right.
more or less.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
You have made your way past the island, and you are now on the bits of it that are just plains grass.
Nice to be out of
I have to
that.
say, that's a really, really creative way to do like something like
That's
this, and I
pretty dope.
really like it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm glad to be out
I'm
of
glad
it.
it's skeletons and not quicksand.
Yeah, I
Probably
don't.
enough.
As a kid, I was always afraid of quicksand.
I don't fuck with quicksand.
Never. Sorry, John Mulaney bit.
Yeah.
It's funny that
Me too.
Ron
think it was the
Perlman,
Rugrats.
one of the like most interesting people who play a lot of villains, what he visualizes when he plays a villain is quicksand. He won't be on a set that has quicksand. It's the weirdest thing. That has no bearings to any situation. It's just a fun fact.
I have a grappling hook.
Also, have you watched Castlevania?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is.
There's
Didn't
a
we tell you to watch it?
no. I watched it a second time.
Oh.
There's some interesting sound design mistakes or choices that they skip over, but the guy who voices Dracula,
Oh yeah.
fucking incredible.
Yep.
It's amazing to
He's
listen
beautiful.
to him. Yeah.
You know my favorite...
I really like the guy who voices,
Trevor Belmont.
no,
Godbrand.
Yeah, Godbrand.
Yeah.
I love his voice.
He's like a Swedish comedian. He's in Adventure Time too.
Yeah, I love his voice.
It's a unique voice.
All right, so I assume you guys make your way further into the
I
isle.
would
Yeah.
imagine we do.
Where do you go?
Alright, let's
What
just
can we see?
use.
Well, you see a lot of
Ruby staffs?
Bullshit.
no, you see a lot of grassy plains before you, forest in the distance.
Do you see a lighthouse?
There's no
Well,
lighthouse.
Captain and
And
co-captain.
you've got this map on you.
What's our job description here? Clear it out.
Yeah,
Clear it out.
my part is done.
This looks like some sort of rune. Maybe we check
Lead
that
the
out
way.
and see if the clerics are there.
Yeah, they painted it black for a reason, I'd imagine.
Let's
You
go.
guys feel free to lead the way now. I think I've done my
Yeah,
part
you'll
in helping
you'll
get
come to
through this.
learn that it's you and me following them.
Oh yeah,
So consistent.
fine by me.
Lead the way.
That's where we're going. Hot cope.
Yeah, Jacob.
Okay.
We're going basically to the dead center of the island.
More or less.
Got it.
A couple squares away.
All right, just give me a moment.
My favorite,
We'll miss you.
one of my favorite things about Castlevania
Mm-hmm.
is when Alucard introduces himself,
Mm-hmm.
he says his name is Adrian, and then no one calls him Adrian. They always call him Alucard.
Didn't even know
Yeah.
who's Adrian. Huh.
I didn't notice it until I rewatched it. I was like, oh, that's a dumb name.
Yeah, it's a little doesn't fit. I like how they describe it though. It's not like some silly little motif or
Yeah.
oh,
My name's
it's like-
Dracula back.
it's the opposite of
Yeah.
Dracula, which is really cool. It's good. Some good stuff.
So,
What's up, boy?
you guys continue further along the island, making your way forward past the grassy hills, You watch as like the wind kind of pushes the grass along, and it's really, really tall as well. And it's
Kinda
very
peaceful.
beautiful. It's very
Yeah.
peaceful. Make your way forward, and you do see off in the distance a building. Looks in ruins. As you get closer and closer, it looks like
Does it look like it's recently been ruined?
possibly.
Like
It looks blackened,
smoky?
charred, nearly destroyed.
We're going forward.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
know.
reason not
You
to.
get closer and closer towards it, and there looks to be some sort of entrance. It's not completely destroyed, but it's sporting some damage along the sides of it. Most of the roof is gone as well, completely gone. Actually, the roof. And as you guys make your way forward, you see what looks like an abbey. All that remains of the abbey is a great square of stones filled and burned and blackened rubble. Filled with burned and blackened rubble. As you approach the sooty stones, it is obvious someone has been sorting through the debris. Sorted oddments are piled inside the scorched square of the foundation stones. Ruined cooking utensils, crushed pots and pans, mangled kettles, and less identifiable metal objects lie in one pile. Broken crockery, platters, plates, porcelain, and pottery are heaped in another. A great deal of wood has been sorted into one large mound of badly burned scraps. In the center of the ruins is an opening, and as you move nearer, you see a stone staircase leading down into darkness. And then you hear a voice from behind you.
Hey! Who are you?
Turn around.
You see a massive-looking individual. This dude, huge.
Is he a half orc?
No, he's a human. Standing about 6.5 feet tall. He's got like big dumb eyes and like a massive warhammer down on his side and like tattered clothes, some of it burned. He's huge, rippling muscles, and he says,
How'd you get here? Are you pirates?
We walked. No, we are not.
Just you wait till everybody else comes. I'm thirsting for a fight.
How about we just calm down?
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
We can
I
have some
haven't
claw wine.
crushed in any skulls in quite a while.
Pull out a dagger.
Some claw wine.
I don't want your wine. I want you to die.
We can have an arm wrestle.
you can watch as his hands kind of just wrap around his warhammer. He's antsy, but he's waiting for some reason.
Look, friend, we could easily just kill you before your friends show up. You better start
I'd like to
spouting.
see you try.
Or we could just arm wrestle and settle this without anyone needing to die.
Arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Arm wrestle your head into the floor and watch your brains splatter out everywhere.
Does that sound like anything? Or are we...
I think I hate that guy.
I mean, he seems mostly harmless.
He seems the opposite of harmless.
Well, like anyone that actually does that does it. They don't just say it.
That's fair.
What do we see?
There's a
Fine gentleman made entirely of muscle who is all bark and no bite.
I'm just waiting to get the opportunity to slam your head open.
You know, I'm gonna go out on a.
He's this massive 6.5 foot tall dude, like big giant muscles and a warhammer, and he looks really dumb.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he probably doesn't even have any friends.
Ah, here comes the cavalry.
Jesus
And up the
Christ.
stairs, you see a couple of people step out. What look like people in robes, and someone leading them as well. An older-looking man
So we're at,
with kind of a white beard and like a balding head. Older, maybe he's 50s, 60s human. And he said, and just as he, this giant dude is reeling up to like swing his warhammer, this man holds up his hand and just says, "Odin, stand down. Who are you?"
I
And
like
he
this guy a lot better.
just looks angry.
Not
we're-
pirates.
We're loot.
That's
You're
a
to loot
terrible.
us?
It's a terrible name.
No. We were hired to secure the island.
We're from Saltmarsh.
Yeah, and we're not pirates. Doesn't that make sense to you? Doesn't it?
Leaders of our time.
You just slide off.
Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious.
I only saw the last second. Just to him like that, he's like, no! You okay? Are you ashamed?
What do you mean you're from Saltmarsh?
They sent us here to secure the island, get rid of the undead.
Why?
They want to build a lighthouse.
Seems to be the problem.
don't own a lighthouse?
We're in the business of trading information. Why
We're
are
a
you
little
here?
busy here.
With
Had some destruction.
with the sea princes.
Pirates attacked us.
Yeah.
Emperor's
hoping that
brand or whatever this was.
It was kind of good. You know, people thinking that we were all gone. Did you think that we were all dead?
Not really.
I
didn't
didn't think
assume
so.
anything.
Many of us have died. But it would have been best for us to stay safe here.
You know, we can like spread a legend about the ruins here that there's ghosts and that no
Yes.
one should go.
Please. If you
But
would
we
leave.
still need to build a lighthouse.
Yeah, we got to build that lighthouse.
Why can't you guys leave? No offense to you, just wondering. As you can tell, I look down at myself. I'm not exactly from here. I just hired on.
Settle in, folks.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a lot of dice in your jail.
They're
Yeah, they're
all
all
my
from
dice.
Tim and they all rolled really bad.
My main dice bag was essentially my dice jail.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
He
fine.
decided that he just wants to use those.
He
dice.
says, we will not leave this place. It is holy.
We didn't
It is
say you
ours.
had to.
We are not trapped. We stay here. This is our post.
Why is it a holy place?
It is a holy abbey, place of worship.
Gotcha.
We came here as a people. The blessings of Hextor,
Who's that?
who's the god of war, sees. We're here to appease him.
With war?
Not with war, but in our own sanctity of worship. Now, we were attacked, and we did fail to defend ourselves. But we will stay here as survivors. That is what we are called to do. It is unfortunate that our presence has been known. We are afraid the pirates will come back and finish us off. But I thought they killed us all.
Sounds very much like we have the upper hand here.
You know, if you build a lighthouse here, you can always work out a deal with Saltmarsh to have this be a protected area.
I don't think they would take too kindly to us.
Why?
They're priests of war. They made no skeletons.
We're getting ready to go to war.
Look, there
Yeah.
not really a place for us to live.
There might be a place for you.
Some people call us blasphemers.
This is a pretty nice island. You could just make it home.
That's
It's
what
our
they're
home.
trying to do.
That's what I mean. Keep doing it.
Well, the
Then leave. We don't need the Mariners Guild here to muck up our operations.
Look, Saltmarsh has made friends of lizard folk. I don't see it as too much of a stretch to be able to make more friends.
what's your current status on the Sahuagin?
We have no quarrel with them. We have no quarrel with Saltmarsh either. Unless. He looks you down. I've been there a few times. And then he looks down. You have badges, right?
Yeah.
You're a Marine.
Yep.
Let's just say we like to keep our peace.
Very strange for worshippers of a war god.
I'm gonna roll insight on this guy.
Go ahead.
The stuff that he's saying. Like, does it seem like he's just trying to get rid of us, or is this stuff that he's saying like this is truly like this is what we do and I believe in this?
Okay.
Or is it like
Go ahead.
I was trying to get rid of you? 13. I could totally see it going away. Like they have some like dark secret, or they genuinely just like we're just here.
What'd you get? Sorry.
13.
13. He seems to want to get rid of you, but he kind of looks over and beginning to stare at all of you.
Look,
You've really come here just to build a lighthouse.
yeah, a lighthouse is just a lighthouse. It's not like we're bringing
He
soldiers.
looks to his disciples who are looking at him with like really like strange, confused, and very eager eyes. Do you even know who we are?
You are?
Pirates. You don't know us.
Not really.
Should we?
I take back my statement then. We desperately want to leave.
Many of our superiors, they died in the fire. When the pirates came, they killed most of us. Many of us wanted to leave this place. We don't care about it.
Is this Jacob retconning it, or does this change of heart seem very strange to us?
He looked like he was putting up a face at first.
Okay.
Realizing who you actually are, he's like, oh shit, never mind.
Okay.
And he's...
And where do you want
So
to
your
go?
leaders are dead.
Well, they would see it as betrayal, but they're all burned and gone. I don't care. I don't even know why we're here in the first place. Most of us want to leave, yes.
What did you
However-
think we were gonna do?
Hmm?
What did you think we were going to do?
Kill us.
Scene.
Take our things.
Yeah, the selfish son of a bitch deep inside me wants to know what's down in that catacomb.
Don't worry about it. It would probably lead you to kill us.
Is it all the treasure? I've heard about a lot of treasure here. We're not going to take it.
You heard about treasure here.
Yeah.
He looks very exasperated when you say that.
But like we said, we're not pirates.
Some would call us honest men.
Trust me, if we were pirates, we would have come with more than
Up the
just
stairs,
four
a
of
few
us.
other people kind of join him. You see two other people.
Now we're outnumbered.
One of them is a regular, just a normal male human-looking guy. Steps up. He's much shorter than this older gentleman. He's maybe in his mid-30s. Also, he's younger, and he's wearing robes. He just kind of looks up and he says, "Who are these people? What are they doing here? Can you get me away off of this place? I'm not associated with them at all." And then another person steps up as well, a very interesting looking individual, an elven man in long green robes and a guitar on his back. And he says, "Oh, Odium, you want to escape this place so quickly. You know all of our lives here are at stake." Kind of looks around.
You guys aren't exactly good at hiding your exposition. You
It's good to
talk a
meet
lot.
you. He kind of steps forward and he says, "You look like a mercenary yourself. My name is Bayleaf." And he holds out his hand.
Is this
Cyrus
the-
Clementine.
I assume you've been hired here to
Clear
get
it
rid of us.
out.
Clear it out. I see. As you can tell, we're a bunch of survivors trying to make our, living here. It's not working very well.
We can get you. We can get you off the island.
I just had a little genuine epiphany. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go speak to my captain for a moment.
You know I'm your captain as well, right?
You want to come too?
Like, oh, you're going to take her off to the side.
If you guys want to go off, I can speak
I'll
with them.
keep talking to the folks. You guys can do whatever.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah. I'm gonna take you aside for a moment. How do we know these people aren't pirates?
They don't really look like pirates.
They very much do.
Which ones look like pirates?
Well, the one that stretched his arm out to me and called himself a mercenary. And then that gentleman with the big ass, whatever the hell, wants to kill us. Could easily... Look, if we'd shown up here 10 minutes ago, we could have thrown on
Look.
robes.
He is not driving these negotiations. I am. All right?
The two of us stepped aside.
They have to, yeah, they have to
Right.
step
Oh,
over.
Okay.
you can be talking to me.
Sure. And he says, "All I want is safe passage for me and two of my men to go somewhere, Saltmarsh perhaps, gather some supplies, come back and fortify our place, and you can do whatever you want here, so long as we're allowed to stay.
I thought you were saying that you wanted to head out.
We need to fix this place.
We can take care of that.
We'll
I
come
don't
back.
necessarily trust you to take a hold of my abbey.
Let's spend a night together, get to know each other.
We have supplies on our ships. What do you need?
You afraid of whatever it is, seeing whatever it is that you do to worship your god?
All I want to do is rebuild this place. And leave. Some of us want to leave. Some of us need to fix it. We're
Are you the
low on
leader here now?
supplies.
Are you the leader here now after everyone else died? You
Yes.
say?
It has been thrown into my lap.
We also happen to know about an empty building just say east of Saltmarsh,
Yes.
where you could maybe set up a new church.
No one goes there.
No thanks.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
This place is...
how offensive would it be for me to say that something seems fishy here?
Not a fish.
Something seems fishy here.
We like this place. It's
Scared the crap out of me.
He's pulling the robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
One of his favorite
like
things.
the it's not a tassel, is it?
Look.
Like the rope tie.
Family I
Tassel's a
come
good
from
belt.
does some weird things too to get by what they're doing. Don't think showing us around is going to make us want to kill you. Trust
I'm
me.
inside then. And he kind of walks down the stairway.
I'll follow.
Go down with my weapon in hand.
Yeah, I'd like to keep an eye out for traps.
I'm just sort of twiddling my harmonica.
Okay.
How long have you guys been on this island, anyways? Would see if you've heard of me, but no one else on land has yet. So it's out of you, oddly enough.
Know your family well.
And how do you know them, Hemo?
Just
Just
happenstance. Stuff I hear in Snapping Lion.
Yeah, you're
I'll have to visit that place.
marine, different ports, I
Mhm.
guess.
We kind of sail out,
Yeah.
see different places.
How far?
A couple days, weeks out. Depends, really.
You should tell me of his family sometime.
I will. It's kind of. I don't want to,
It's actually really interesting.
overstep my.
Right.
Typically, we only really leave.
As
the sea for
you
special
guys are
reasons.
making your way down the stairs in the next room, that smaller guy, in his mid-30s, walks over. He's like, "Oh, you have a ship, right? Get me the fuck out of here.
We're
I'm
working
just
on
a
it.
traitor. I'm not even supposed to be here. I
We're
wasn't here
working
when the
on it.
pirates attacked. I don't want to leave. I mean, I do want to leave. Sorry.
We're working on it.
What do you mean you're working on it?
We're gonna leave soon.
What's
Just
wrong
take
here?
me to your ship.
No.
What is wrong here?
I'm not a part of these people. All right? I just want to get out
That's fine.
Why wouldn't you
I'm
want to?
asking what's the stress on time?
now.
Something gonna happen?
They're crazy. All right? All of them are crazy. Right? I'm
What-
just a mercenary.
What kind of crazy?
Cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. It's a 9.
Okay. Just relax.
What's their gambit?
They serve some evil god.
Evil.
They were attacked by pirates. They smuggle. They sell things.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I've never heard of that before.
What kind of things?
Lots of illegal things that they sell off to other churches. Look, there's a connection here. They have many other churches surrounding the other place, all right? They have superiors. They were attacked by pirates, but they have to maintain their position here. Right? I wouldn't trust a word they say. I want to leave, all right? You could burn this place to the ground, send more pirates here. They're crazy.
You know what? I'll put a hand on his shoulder. It's fantastic that you want to leave. Just stick where we can see you. Make sure nothing happens to you. We'll make sure that this has a good ending for all of us.
All right.
That sound fair, Captain?
He says, the name's Odium. All right? The leader you've been talking to, his name is Ozymandias.
That's beautiful. I really like
right.
that. That's really cool.
All right?
Who's it?
His name's
Who's this?
Mayleaf.
Yeah, I got
What
his.
about
I'm
him?
Odium.
Bayleaf with you?
No, God, no. He's some mercenary they hired. He's fucking elf singing, playing his guitar.
Oh, he's a bard.
Hate them.
You got something against bards?
No?
An elven bard. How strange.
You know, not everybody who has a musical talent can, he's a mercenary. I'm talking out of my ass. I'm confident enough to say I'm too stupid to wrap my head around this.
Regardless, good sir, and I'll speak up to the leader. Where was
He's
he?
down the stairs.
Oh, he's already walked downstairs? I guess we shouldn't keep our...
So-
Further ahead.
So yeah, Odium had stopped you before you went down the stairs. So I'm assuming you make your way down.
Like I said, I suppose we shouldn't keep our quarry waiting.
Nope. Be on guard. I whisper.
Always
That's
are.
all I'm
I'd like
gonna
to
do.
look out
This
for traps.
combination dining hall and gambling den reeks of greasy, soured food. The main feature of this room is a makeshift table made of burned planks supporting at either end of upended barrels. Beneath the table are several small kegs that serve as chairs. Scraps of food are strewn across the table and onto the floor nearby. 3 weary-looking humans look up. They are not startled as you appear, as you have already been here. There are a few that kind of look up to you as you make your way down, and I'm going to
these
pull
more
up a map
people?
for you. Yeah, there's about a total of about 8 survivors here.
Any women women or children?
No.
Hey Jacob, as we enter down, before we regroup with people that aren't us, I'm gonna pull a potion from my side. And I'm going to drink it.
What is it?
Put it away. It's called mobility. So until I either take an action to get rid of it, or I take a short or long rest, I gain immunity to the grappled and restrained conditions.
Oh, yeah.
However, I take a -3 to initiative.
Oh, wow.
It gives him like an ethereal
Cool.
angle.
So you guys are in this main room down here, in the center. There are a few people standing around, yeah,
Might be a little slow.
I'm gonna reload my
sounds good.
Be quick.
handgun.
We're in the center room right here. Are each one of these squares 5 feet? Or are they 10-foot squares?
Or 10-foot squares.
It's me.
Is this Cyrus?
Cyrus is the thug. That's Cyrus, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's me. It's sorry.
Yeah, at all times, I'll have my hand on a sword.
You might need to make it just a little bigger for the purposes of minis. That's perfect.
Good. Yeah.
So at all times, I'm walking around with my hand on the hilt of a rapier and the palm pistol in my palm.
Okay. So Ozymandias looks to all of you and just says, "So welcome to our place that is nearly destroyed.
Are there any symbols on the walls?
So, dinner, negotiations. We don't have much food here, but
Got any rum?
no, unfortunately,
Jesus.
we don't.
You could always.
It's a bit miserable here.
Yeah, very
You see, this is
much
our
so.
home. We want to repair it.
What about this?
Some of us, and he looks over at Odium, want to abandon this place. We need it. It's important.
Pulls out the bottle, that dusty
Okay.
ass.
We could always, negotiate on our ships. We've got, lots of hot pockets and some alcohol.
Show us
He looks
here
around to the
first.
rest of his
Fine by
people.
me.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I look around for symbols on the walls?
Sure.
16.
16.
9. So 16, my passive.
Huh?
16 is my passive.
16 is your passive. You look around, there's no symbols carved on the wall whatsoever. What'd you get on your persuasion?
16.
Well, I think I would be willing with 2 of my guards to come with you.
Sure.
In order to do some negotiations on your ship. Perhaps we can make an early leave, gather some supplies, and bring them back. You, and he points over at Odium, will stay here. As long as everyone else. Bailey, if you can keep an eye on everyone, as well as you, Augment.
So wait a second. You saying that our captain is going to go back by himself with you and 2 of your guards?
No. We are all going back.
We can all return back to your ship, and we can discuss further on what we can do to get this place up and running. Then maybe we won't keep you any mind to the Mariners Guild building a lighthouse here, so long as they don't give us any mind either.
Is there a reason your men's not allowed to leave?
Odium.
Yeah, I'm not saying his name.
Why my men are not allowed to leave?
Just
They have a purpose here,
Even
and we all have to contribute. We're all survivors, right? Some of us want to abandon one another. We're not about to abandon one another.
gotcha.
Well, given that you say you need to rebuild and all that, if the captain pleases, perhaps we could take a look around so that we can also get a gauge for what you guys might need in return for Saltmarsh building a lighthouse. You guys obviously lead us around. Just want to get an idea of what your place looks like and what you need fixed.
These 2 actually are some of our best shipbuilders. They would know best.
Darren Rumos at your service.
I already said my name.
You want to help us rebuild.
I don't care. Maybe.
Why the
Just see
hell
what
do you
the
say it
damages
like
are. You
that?
said yourself you need supplies.
We don't
Perhaps
have
we can
many
assist
friends.
You're not very good at making them. Hold your face any other way. Jesus.
He's a bit of an asshole. It's alright.
Listen, I don't necessarily trust you,
Fair enough.
and we aren't out here to make friends.
So let's build some trust then. Put a hand up.
He shakes your hand.
It's just our resident ghost.
So you suggest that we walk around, we show you around a destroyed place, and then we go back to your ship to discuss rebuilding.
There's something about that seems off.
See, it's very favorable for you. See, if you were to be pirates,
We're not
wanted
pirates.
to steal what we have, finish off the rest of us, get a good lay of the land, then we make our way back to your ship. You kill the leader, come back and storm and kill everyone
Wanted
else.
to kill you,
See,
we
it's a
would've killed
little.
You see that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's
you're getting a little,
No.
you're getting a little hostile here. I
That's
promise you,
off-putting.
we're not pirates.
What pirates have you met that are that clever? Let's be honest.
I don't know, maybe there's a new breed of clever pirates.
I'm a self-proclaimed fucking dumbass. Your
So,
word's
hey.
safe with us, I would say. Odium, come here. Hands him his bottle. Gee, oh, fuck. He might die.
That was a lot.
Stuck here for a long time.
What does that stuff
You
taste
have
like?
a
anyways?
duty here, Odin.
Like hellfire.
Don't have this argument with me again.
Yeah.
I'm going with them. I don't care what you say. I'm going on that ship and I'm leaving. Your duty is here. You serve us. Would you think you'd come into this and you think you could just leave? No! You stay here with us. Right? All of us are here together. And he looks around. He's being paid. He's being paid as well, and you're also being paid, and I'm not being paid for this shit. And then some people are starting to stand up, and they're getting very hostile as well. Ogman has pulled out his warhammer, and the bard has kind of stepped back in one of the corners, and a few people are grabbing their swords and getting ready.
Odin, perhaps now would be the time to shut up.
How about now be the time that we escape? We escape these crazy people and we get out of here. You dare call us crazy? If you take him, you're taking a traitor. Make your choice.
You know, I had an uncle who tried to marry a goat.
A goat.
I'd say this dude's crazier than him.
If we continue with
The fuck is
negotiations, do you promise to
Oh.
not kill your
I
own
Like
kind
a-
of know. I've met one once.
I won't kill him. But I
Anybody
will
ever
stop
try to
him from
consort
being
with
a
like a
traitor.
dolphin?
Does anyone
Only
else
the
look
old
like
weird kind,
they're
It's about that weird.
gonna make a
My
run
uncle's
for it,
that
like
weird.
they
I'm saying
wanna-
this dude's weirder.
Other than Odium, no.
How many guys are in here?
8.
There are current,
just
not
take a
directly in
quick-
this room. There are, so there's Ogmund, the dude with the big
Right.
warhammer. There are 2 what look like disciples, 2 guards, Ozymandias and Odium, and Bayleaf.
Bayleaf, yeah.
Bayleaf looks like he's fine with everything that's going
He's-
down.
He's stepping to the back of the room like,
Okay,
I'm not
so-
getting
He looks
involved.
like he's been paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perhaps we just go into the ship now. Let's avoid any sort of trouble.
And Ozymandias just, I'm still unsure about that.
Look.
fuck?
If your problem here is that, you're afraid for your life, perhaps we can do both with one. Like our captain here said, the 2 of us, me and Cyrus here, my best
Ooh.
buddy,
Yeah, that's me.
we're the best bosuns on our ship. We'll take a look around, or you go and negotiate.
All I want is a safe passage to Saltmarsh and back. That's all I
Easily,
request.
easily done.
Bayleaf, Ogmund, 2 of my guards come with me.
No, I get it.
Odium stays here. And he just kind of looks at you.
Alright, Odium. Am I staying
Let
here
us
too?
go.
Are you 2 staying here?
I think that was
Depends
the
on you
deal.
guys. We could take a look around to see how we could help you.
I prefer to leave with all of my men.
Let us all go then.
That's
go.
up
You're
to
in
you.
control of your own men.
That's
You do not need to stay here.
Let's go.
You guys start making your way out.
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
gonna.
As we leave, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I want to talk to Bayleaf.
Oh, well, I was gonna talk to Pete.
You say,
You both walk over to Bayleaf.
say,
I'll
I'm
see
only
you
here to
approaching him, and I'll kind of hold back.
suggest-
Yes.
you work the charm?
Or
Work the charm? You've more
It's up to
charm
you.
than I do.
He looks at you.
Just
What charm do you
How long you been working for him?
Where am
Oh, quite a while.
Just take them out.
Gonna get a bit closer and kind of like
you want me to
He doesn't move.
take my hands off my arms.
No.
What's the
Like
pay
outside.
like?
But don't say take him out.
Sorry.
It's good. These people are rich.
What are we doing, Captain?
See, they have a lot of money that they don't necessarily need, and they always need somebody to protect them. So you have a unique skill set.
No, I can tell. As do I. You see the instrument that I got on my back? Doesn't play music.
Looks like it plays some kind of tune, though.
Makes a sound.
When you leave.
And
check
whoever
to
it's
see if there's
aimed
anyone
at
hiding up in the room.
generally stops making noise. It's a fun little toy.
One of my favorite kind of songs.
No, I don't want to cut into their reserves of finances, but how much are they paying you?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Natural 20. I'm
Are you
really
serious?
Yeah.
You seduce
He
him
crit.
too.
Yeah. I crit.
He holds out his hand and grabs your chin, and he says, 500 gold and I'm yours.
For how long?
As long as you like.
Just the night. It's expensive.
We'll talk when we get back to the ship.
He just nods. You guys make your way along.
I stepped
And
away
then,
from
do
him.
you walk over to him?
Yeah, I was talking with Rosalie, so
Got it, okay.
Like walk back. Psst. Psst, Bailey.
Yes.
Psst.
I can hear you.
Okay. Do you guys have any rum?
No.
I've been having to drink nothing but claw wine, and I just can't take it anymore. I'm trying to put up an act for like my crew, and
so
act like I like that disgusting stuff.
I don't have it either.
You don't have any? Nothing? No kind of alcohol?
A lot of it burned.
It's really tragic.
Yes, it's very miserable living here, but the money is worth it.
No alcohol. Nothing. Drugs.
He got that fucking.
Listen, Drow,
Okay, well now you're, that's,
I don't have
that's
things for
slurring,
you.
That's very offensive.
that's what you are.
No, it's also dark elves. That's like our official title, but you just call me a drow.
Why
It's like
would,
a,
why would I call another
it's a-
elf an elf?
it's a
Do you call
racial
them dark
slur.
humans?
no.
I didn't think so.
Kind of like him.
Are you the captain?
Yeah.
How very interesting.
Cool. I'm gonna go now.
You're a bard as well.
Yeah. Real good.
You play the harmonica.
Yeah. Alright, well if you don't have anything, see ya.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh. I suck at these. But I do have inspiration.
You have
so-
advantage, actually.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's trying to charm you. Trying to charm a charmer.
It's a dangerous game that I succeeded at.
Naturally.
Natural 20? So you just, you resist the charm effect that he attempts to
Can I tell?
lay
He's
it
doing
over
it?
you. I don't know. Would you? Is that a thing?
Yes, if it's a
if it's a charm person,
if
then
it's
they're
enchantment
So
for the
yeah,
most part.
you are aware he attempted, and then when you would you do anything?
I wink. I'm like, that's real cute.
He winks back at you,
Don't
and he
try
just
to
keeps
get him,
walking.
Or I'll have to kill you.
All right, you guys make your way out of the abbey and start walking back towards the ship with no odium and a bay leaf with you,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other people. It's very interesting negotiations going on here.
Are we cutting the episode here?
Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because I wanted to do something.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
I'm-
did you want to do?
I'm gonna buy a boyfriend.
Okay.
this does feel like a pretty decent.
I mean,
spot.
where
Okay,
what I was
there's-
gonna do, we could probably cut it on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
What were you gonna do?
What I wanted to do is when we got kind of far enough out, I was
Mhm.
gonna ask if she saw any scouts, and then whether or not she did. When we got to like a tree forest kind of area, I was gonna cast Charm Person on all of them
Whoa.
Mm.
At like a really high level.
at a 3rd level. Yeah.
So as everybody's walking along, how many? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Oh, there's 5. He's bringing 5
There's
altogether.
Ozymandias, his 2 guards, Ogmund, and Bayleaf.
Okay, I thought he was only bringing 2 others.
There's 5.
Okay, that changes things then.
What's the highest level you could cast it at?
3rd level.
3rd, which would get
3.
People.
3 people.
You could do the guards and him. Well, we can talk Ogmund and Bayleaf into.
You'd have to kill Ogmund, probably.
Is Ogmund the Warhammer dude?
Yeah, he's the fucking crazy eyes, dude.
I could hold him back.
If you wanted to run it by us, that'd be super cool.
Sorry, I'm not retconning it. That's
No,
actually
no.
what I said he would have left
Okay,
with.
that's fine.
I knew Bayleaf was going. I didn't know Ogmund was.
I at least
Yes.
want to see if she notices any like
Yeah.
scouts perched up in the ruins.
When I lead everyone out, do I notice anyone hiding in the tree line or no?
Nope.
I'll mosey on over to you just really quick. Do you mind if, when we leave here, we take on one of them?
Take on who?
The Elven Bard.
What's his skill set? What does he do? Just sing songs?
I'm very inclined to find out.
Or do you just need someone to warm your bed?
You judging me?
No, it's just a question.
Well, my answer's a bit of both.
Alright. I'm not one to judge. If you're paying him.
Kind of smiles,
I walk over.
blushes a bit.
What you guys talking about? See ya. Hey, what you guys talking about?
What are you talking about? Cyrus's bed partners.
All right, follow my lead.
Okay.
Are you doing
I
it?
didn't find anyone.
Okay. The whole way we're walking, I'm just gonna be playing the harmonica, and
Bayleaf
then
plays along with you with his lute.
okay, and then when we like sort of get to like a wooded area, then I'll like trigger like the notes that are charm person.
And you're charming who?
Ozymandias, and then his 2 guards, which I think we said it was like the big hammer guy, right?
No, so
No.
he has
and then
2
Bayleaf
guards,
and the big
and
hammer guy?
then
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
And from
just
what
the
I
2 guards and
understand,
Ozymandias.
from
Okay.
my understanding, Odin and Bayleaf are mercs that he's hired.
Seems that way.
You play the
So-
notes to the charm person in hopes to gather their hearts, and maybe they'll listen to you a little further. Not necessarily knowing what's going to happen. You do it anyways.
Yep.
Like the bard you are, and the charm goes off. But guess what, boys? We're leaving off on a cliffhanger today.
That's
where we're going to end today's game. Oh boy, this is going to be super
Alright.
interesting for next game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gonna say right now, I
Oh
feel
my-
like Darren fits this party way better.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Bayleaf is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got a dumb fucking name.
Because I can actually, like,
What? That's
That's a
awesome.
stupid name.
I think
That's
it's alright.
awesome.
Did you know that Bayleafs deter flies?
Wow.
Yeah, I had to use that. Anyways.
For your maggots.
Yep.
Yep.
They show up in what is it like
There's a
Chipotle?
Pokemon.
Chipotle
Called Bayleaf.
that just like has full bay leaves and people don't understand that they're actually
I
used
think
as
it's
food.
Chipotle. I don't
I
know.
think it's Chipotle.
We'll
Yeah,
see you guys
it's
next time.
Yeah.
Next episode, possibly next week. I don't know. We
Easy
have
roll
an
dice.
inconsistent upload schedule.
That's
Easy roll
it.
or dice. You know.
Yeah, it's
the thing.
ours. Easy Roll the Dice is arcade, dude.
Are they?
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Okay.
When we don't discuss the business finances of the channel.
Like that ever
See you
happened.
guys.